taking about 5 days off, which was very necessary because I was just relaxing. I had a lot of friends over at my house for a few days, so I wanted to spend some time with those boys. So, but we're back now. They all went home, and we're alone again. How sad and depressing. So we're back to hang out with you boys and talk about some crazy shit today. ASMONGOLD, his cancel attempt number 962 is going on today. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the a voice actor. I forget his name now. You probably know what I'm talking about. And we're going to talk about a bunch of other stuff. So get the hell on it, doggone it. Kill a croc. Make sure you guys like the show. We're 50 away. Spam the living hell out of it. And let's have a good ass time. And it's going to be great. Finally got my goofy ass hot tub in after 2 months, over 2 months of shipping, I guess. I don't know. So it's been awesome. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Haven't really dove into it too much, but excited for it. What's up, Ray? How you doing? Purple Cassius, Fire Goddess is here. Billy's here. Killer Croc, Makuda, High T Central. What's up, brother? How you doing? Jay Sledge, my boy's here. How you doing, brother? Old Carlos Trash Bag Morales is here. Lesser Logic, how you doing, brother? Razzle, Alalaski, how you doing, baby? Shanny's here. Chai T's here. We're gonna have some fun. Excited as hell to see you boys. Derek DeHart, love you, buddy. Appreciate you. Oh, I saw it, Mark Finn. I mean, if you think about Sony and Microsoft, Microsoft's laying off everybody right now, which is hilarious, right? Because you have a new president of the gaming division or whatever, right? And then, of course, they're like, yeah, just fire everybody. And everybody's like, wait, what? Then Sony, of course, doing the Sony thing. That's what they do. But to be completely honest, I've not really been too concerned with any of that in a long time because for me, in my personal opinion, console gaming's kind of been gone for at least 8 years now. And it somehow survived even longer. I don't really know how, right? I think the PS5 gave it a shot in the arm. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What's up, True King? How you doing? We miss him. I love that guy. And Anna, what's up, baby? Hey, my knee gas. How you doing, brother? I don't buy digital. Yeah, well, that's true. A lot of people don't, a lot of people don't. But hey, like when it comes to if you have a PC, man, I mean, that stuff, you just leave it behind. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily something you're trying to do, but when I got really, really heavy into PC stuff, the console stuff just got left behind. And the only reason it kind of stayed just for a moment was because things like Bloodborne happened and I had to play it on PS4, right? And I loved it. Right. So at any rate, appreciate you guys joining, hanging out with your boy. Like the show. We're 40 away. Shout out to Billy for the first pink boy. Thank you, man. Says we back, bitches. Glad to see you're not dead. I'm surprised they're canceling ASMONGOLD. Well, canceling ASMONGOLD is really hard, and I'm going to tell you why. My opinion on that. But the DMs don't really. Okay, so here's the thing, man. When it comes to people that are not really involved in, I guess, the social media world, they consider things that are more based in internet culture way more serious, and they're really, really not, in my opinion. Basically, they'll take an out of context thing or conversation or a screenshot or something, and they'll be like, "Look, here's this thing. This person's evil." And in actuality, in my opinion, about the ASMONGOLD stuff, it makes them look kind of like cooler. And the reason I say that is kind of the no fucks given attitude, which is the way you have to carry yourself on social media. If you're a content creator, you have to have a don't care attitude. Because if you do, you'll just die and you'll just swirl out of control like Jeremy Hambly or something. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, brother. In honor of Billy, I'm going to crack open a White Claw, start swigging on it. Thank you, brother. And I have changed the Fight Milk goal now. It is now officially I should name it the Ricada Hot Tub Goal for the memes, but I just named it the Hot Tub Goal. So, all right, boys. Thank you. But anyways, we're going to pull up the ASMONGOLD stuff, and we're going to jump right into that sauce. So make sure you like the show, and let's have a damn good ass time. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing, brother? How you doing, brother? Is this the same person as AAGC? Are you the same dude from years ago? I don't remember. I don't remember. Said, hello, gorgeous. Want to see you shirtless already. New Windows. Will be a remote desktop connected to virtual PC. According to monthly sub you pay, you'll get more RAM, GPU, CPU, and lose your PC and data access. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like what cars are doing now. You can't use your heated seats, right? You can't use this. You can't use that. Stuff like that. But that's just how that's where everything's going. Everything will be a subscription service eventually. And we loved Netflix when it came around, right? When like Amazon Prime and Netflix popped up, we were like, this is based. This is awesome. Yeah, that changed everything. Now everything is going to subscription services. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to happen, right? Ford Ranger brings up a great point. Says, what do you think of people that don't have high-speed internet for downloading games? I don't think that will be a thing going forward. In most Western society, in most societies of the world, almost everybody has a high-speed internet, like within reason. The difference is within 10 to 20 years, I believe internet access will be mandatory, and you'll pay a tax towards it. I think that's where it's heading. Because eventually you will have to have it to survive. I mean, when you go to restaurants, what happens? They say, hey, scan the QR code for the menu. What if you don't have a phone? Oh, guess you can just jump off a cliff, right? That's the issue. They just assume everybody has the internet and everybody has a phone. So eventually that assumption is going to become true because they're going to make it mandatory and you'll pay a tax for it. And they'll connect everything on a grid. Yes, we'll be all plugged in. All right, anyways, let's continue. Shout out to Billy. I'm going to crack open a White Claw for Billy. What? Oh, the link? All right. I got to send PDH the link because I'm a bad friend. There you go. PDH is going to join us. All right. Oh, Phantom, what's up, brother? I saw you a minute ago and I was going to say hi, and then I started freaking rambling, dude. I'm sorry. How you doing, buddy? I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, buddy. All right, dude. We're back. We're back. All right. Thank you. Phantom says, I know I don't buy much physical anymore, but I know it's still important to see some, which is why I still think it's a crap move. I agree. If I had it my way, Phantom, I would want physical to be around here forever. But I'm also not super passionate where I get angry about it. Like, because physical, physical will always exist in retro markets, right? But as far as moving forward, there kind of isn't really a market or a point for it. You know what I'm saying? Like selling a disc that has a full game on it. I mean, games are getting larger than disc are capable of carrying. You know what I'm saying? And the ecosystem and manufacturing will never go back to 4 to 5 to 6 discs again. That shit's over. They would never spend an extra quarter to make a damn disc. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Counterspell? How you doing, really? So, but I would like it to stay around. I just don't think it will. But at any rate. Wings of Shoe says, when did Microsoft go subscribe? I think Microsoft Word went to subscribing when Netflix was a rental box in supermarkets. Oh, they did a long time ago, man. They were one of the first, right? So, I mean, remember when online gaming came out? Just click your source and just hit mute. No, you didn't. I can hear myself. You didn't. Jesus, boy. Thank you, Wings of Shoe. Appreciate you, brother. I remember the big deal about online gaming back in the day was Sony's free. But to be fair, and I like Sony a lot. I've always been a PlayStation guy since the 360. You know, I love the 360, and then I went to PlayStation because the Xbox One looked terrible. And to be completely fair, you get what you pay for. The reason Sony's internet, like, and online gaming was free was because it was garbage compared to Xbox Live was 10 years ahead of PlayStation's ecosystem. Now, PlayStation evened that out when the PS4 came out, but still. Thank you, Wings of Shoe. I love you. I appreciate you. Gabriel says, I think we're already there. Same as smartphones. Can't even use a paid public parking without scan. Yep, 100%. You're right. We're already there. Lily Smith says, leave ASMONGOLD. I love your dog. Oh, my God. Look at her. Look at the dog. You see that dog? Oh, okay. Well, anyways, it's adorable. Billy says, I bought myself a copy of MGS3 Delta on PS5 and it's $25. I like physical because it makes it easy to back up. I don't play online that much anymore like I used to for PC. Well, here's the issue, Billy. Eventually PS5 won't work at all, even with disc. It'll get patched out to where you have to have DRM even for disc, probably. Maybe not the PS5, but the PS6 for sure. It's coming and there's no way around it. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I have my retro games and I have a PC, you know? So thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, brother. Shani, 4 years. Give her some ducks. Where's my duck? There it is. Thank you, Shani. All right, we're gonna pop up on a cold one. Actually, it's room temperature, and then we're gonna move on. We have ASMONGOLD's response to this. I have the DMs as well. I bookmarked too many things. Jesus, what is wrong with me, brother? Oh my God, what is wrong with me, dude? I bookmarked like 600 things. I'm a monster. I'm a monster, Frisbee. All right. So we're going to just pull up the DMs first to kind of give you guys a feel for what's going on here. Basically, they're trying to get him for the same thing they tried to get PewDiePie for. Now, to be fair, when PewDiePie was playing the game on the bridge, he did say the N-word, right? So that was a little bit more of a... And it was a different time, too. Back then, you say the N-word, it's the end of the world, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody remember GameFly? Fuck GameFly, Chronic. I had GameFly for 2 months, and I was like, this is a ripoff. It would take them 3 weeks to send you another game and receive the other one. So you were just renting a game a month for like $14. So it was more expensive, to be honest. You know, you could beat a game that day and send it back, and it would still be like 3 weeks. It was terrible. I remember being like, nope, never. After doing it for like a month or two. All right. So at any rate, some DMs were leaked with Emaru. And I'll just read them to you and we'll have a fun time. But before that, let's introduce PDH.
You didn't turn me on.
There you go.
Why do you always do this every time?
Well, I don't notice until I don't hear it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you're so pixelated. It's unbelievable. Jesus.
Okay, so I think we need to plug my computer directly in or something.
Yeah. Well, just it's fine. It'll eventually fix itself.
I doubt it.
I think your Wi-Fi card is literally like broken completely. It's not even functioning anymore.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go find a Wi-Fi cord.
Okay, that's not what they're called, but yes, a Wi-Fi cord. 480 PDH. That was like 1P. That was like 1I, right? All right, boys. Chai T says words don't matter, only intent behind them. Sure, I agree with that. Now, I will say, to kind of get out in front of like the subject matter here, I don't like the N-word. I've never really cared for the N-word. I don't think I don't know, man. Like, definitely saying it to somebody in like an angry way, that I can't even really fathom that. And it's hard to say. Like, I've never liked the word, but there's a lot of words I don't like, right? I don't like the P word for some weird reason. Don't know why. There's just certain words that I don't like, and that's one of them. So when people say it just to prove a point that you can just say the thing, I totally understand the like thought process behind it. I just don't really care for it, right? Plastic. Yes, exactly. Thank you. ASMONGOLD uses the N-word. Yeah. But a lot of people do, man. I have a lot of liberal friends, dude. I live in a liberal ass place. Kind of. And dude, like every liberal I know uses the N-word openly. So it's the real world's like social media is not a real place. Like, to be fair, if you actually are around people, you know, but there's like certain situations where it kind of, you know, it's a certain friend group, blah, blah, blah. Patrick Power, what's up, brother? I saw M. Demo. Turn her on, Cody. Well, she's back. She's coming back. She's got to plug straight in. Yes, we keep forgetting to just plug her straight into the shit. The shit, brother. All right. Thank you, M. Demo. I love you, buddy. All right. So let's pull up the DMs here and let's party with it. I might wait until PDH gets on here, though. Did you find one? Based. She found a Ethernet cord. You know what I'm saying? Any white person over the age of 12 that tells you they've never said the N-word is lying. Death Trout, don't even get me started, brother. Like, when I actually unironically see people that are asked the question on like a talk show or a podcast if they've ever said the N-word, and they're like, no. I'm like, oh, brother, shut up. Shut your ass. Everybody on the planet that knows the N-word has said it when they were like a kid or something. You know what I'm saying? It's that's asinine. Have you ever said the? No. You know, Chad Tom, what's up, brother? How you doing, brother? Shout out to Jeff on the roads. I don't know if he's here, but I think he dropped like some big donos on the pool stream. I didn't know where I was. I don't even know what ended up happening. I just know my phone fell in the water. That's all I remember. So, all right, Billy. We're cracking one open for the boys. Is the Wi-Fi cord at least Cat 5? Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, boys. Welcome back. I appreciate all you guys being here. I missed you guys so much. I told Sean I was really looking forward to streaming the other day when he was still here, so get on it. Why is there no beautiful woman on her screen? Oh, she plugged in. She was just trying to plug directly in. Before stream was lit. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, brother. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you. I might have, but I started taking shots, and that was the end of me. Jack in PDH excuse. What the hell are you saying, Billy, right now? Billy, what the fuck? All right, boys. All right. Oh, by the way, guys, don't forget. Is that his waifu play it forward? Yes. Don't forget, we have a 250 membership goal for a gaming night with the tier 2 and 3 members playing Halo, probably Halo 2 or 3, multiplayer maps and stuff like that. So don't forget, if you're not a member, become one. And of course, gift memberships work. Unless it's PS2 chopper. What's up, brother? How you doing? Bent the nose, blind scribe. How you doing, bro? Oh, this BS YouTube didn't know. They don't like you, Daniel. They don't like you. He don't like you. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys like the show. Got it figured out? Juice?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, based. Very, very based. They didn't like a comment yet, or you are, so, you know, it happens sometimes. It happens to the best of us, brother. Now, for some reason, they blurred out, whoever took a screenshot of this already screenshotted thing, they blurred out the N-word. It wasn't actually the N-word. It was like N-I-5-G or something. But at any rate, you know, like when people, there are people online that pretend like it's literally like worse than saying Voldemort. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't say it. You know, I don't really care for the word, but you know what I'm, you know, you get the environment when people are trying to make something really crazy and try to cancel somebody. All right, let's see if it works. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's like you look like a porcelain doll now.
It's better.
Look, it worked.
I still look pink, but it's fine.
That's fine. You look great. Look at you. You look like you're like 24.
Well, that's because it doesn't have very good quality.
And like,
I like the webcam.
The webcam looks great. Yeah. Yeah, it makes you look real young and not like decrepit like you really are. All right, boys. At any rate,
except for when I do this.
All right. See, now we'll never make damn bikini goal. Jesus. Gosh. What's up, Hassan Jacksoft? Why do you guys name your shit like this? Eric, what's up, brother? All right. Thank you guys. We're 5th of the way to Naked Snake, and we got the first ever hot tub goal on there. We're going to pull a Ricada and jump in there. Now, luckily, I won't have any men licking my face or vice versa. I don't remember what he did. And no cocaine, unfortunately. What a terrible world we live in. Billy says that was a reference to Mega Man Battle Network. How the hell am I going to know that, Billy? How the hell, Billy? I have had sex with at least 2 women in my life. I don't know what that means. All right. Chad says, Cody, turn off camera. Oh, all right. Okay. Chad's like, get out of here. I don't need you anymore. I got snow bunnies. He's so vicious. What Asmon do backwards, bud? Well, let's pull it up for my boy. All right. So here is the DM. So to give PDH context, because she was running around like a chicken with her head cut off. So ASMONGOLD, we all know who that is. So ASMONGOLD, there was a leaked DM between him and I think a girl he dated named Imaru. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure he did. And it's a little bit of a spicy DM. Well, okay. Of course, they're using the spots to try to cancel him, which in my opinion, it's weird to me because I feel like ASMONGOLD has had much more tasty, rough takes than just typing the N-word, right? But at any rate, we're going to pull it up. So you can, is she playing World of Warcraft? Oh, she will be. When she gets quiet, she'll be playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, she's like, I'm almost 58 on my undead, but I haven't played it in a week. I went from 55 to 57 yesterday. Because me and Sean played it all night long. All night. Neil, he says, I'm just surprised he's trying to get laid. Well, he has testosterone in his veins, brother. All of us want to, you know, clap a cheek or two, brother. Nothing strange about it. All right. So here's the DMs. Here's where they start off. So Imaru. Oh, I said it right. So she's talking. This is in 2024, by the way. So ASMONGOLD says, he says the N-word right here, but it's like N-I-5G. It's like the child version. Well, he uses it as like passwords, as like a meme for his stuff. Which I remember having friends growing up that would unironically use like N-word as the password for some reason. Great minds. I don't know. But he says, I'm talking. They'd never think I would say this. Right. So he's talking about passwords and how he's really creative with passwords. And of course, his password that is very creative is the N-word. So he says, I'm really creative with shit like that. And she says, screenshotted JK, which is kind of funny. Don't trust these hoes, brother. You don't trust these hoes because she was not JKing at all. She put that in her bank, brother. She put that in her savings account. So 2 years later, she could break this shit out. And not only that, but it's like, yes, he used the N-word, but it's also like she was probably hoping that was his actual password. Yeah. Yeah. But and maybe it is. Has anyone tried? Yeah. And well, to be fair, he could be just memeing as well, but it's whatever. Oregon says he didn't date her. Okay, thank you, Oregon. Yeah, I thought I remember reading that, but that would be weird. At a certain point, it wasn't even the word anymore. Everyone knows I said it. Don't worry. So he's saying he said it. I think I even have videos of me saying it. Imaru says, really? And he's, oh my God, send them to me. Promise I won't save them. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, like I have super, super bad stuff online and no one cares. And she says, but Pokemon is a racist for all her clips, but you don't try to act perfect, I guess. So Asmongold is going to bring up a great point here, and this is kind of lead into what we're talking about tonight. He says, yeah, that's why people hate her. Not because of her words, it's the fakeness. I feel like Miz is pretty much over the cancel stuff, but it's always going to be there, and he can't joke around with it like I know he would because of OTK. So basically what Asmongold is saying right here, and I'm going to pull up Asmongold's response here in a moment, but it is very, very true, whether you like it or not. The way you conduct yourself in the ways that you are perceived negative or positive, the way you conduct yourself is how you are perceived. When people act extremely guilty and it's shocked and apologetic and don't like crying on camera because they were caught saying a slur or something to that nature, or they freak out when somebody else says it and they make a whole cancel campaign and they start quote tweeting and screaming to the heavens that somebody said the N-word 2 years or 3 years ago in a freaking chat.
It screams white guilt.
It screams that, yeah, of course, but it also screams it's the doth protest too much, right? It's the people that are acting outraged about that. They're usually displaying that behavior, right? So you'll see people all the time, for example, that are posting all day calling everybody like pedos, or like on message boards they're like pedo, calling everybody a pedo, and then of course they get publicly arrested for possession of child stuff. Like you see it all the time.
That's really weird. I feel like if I was guilty of something, I would just not say anything. I'd be that meme where he's like,
yeah, right. And the thing is, when Asmongold says, yeah, I've said it, we've all said it, I don't give a shit. That's no one can really say anything.
Everyone's been 12 years old and said all the worst things they could possibly say.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is the whole power of people that are trying to cancel, the power they have is the power of shame.
Right.
And that shit's gone. You can't shame people that aren't ashamed. So they keep trying this. And this is, now to be fair to everybody in chat, this has been gone for a long time. This hasn't been a thing since like 2022. But people are still trying to pull it out of their bag of tricks to be like, cancel them right now, hurry. And if someone is not capable of feeling that shame that they're supposed to feel based on whatever ideology you run that doesn't match their perspective anyway, then they can't do any damage to you. It's over, right? If you can't be shamed, then you can't be hurt in that situation. What are you going to lose, a sponsor? No one gives a shit. You get another one, right? And that's the whole point. So anyways, I'll pull up his response real quick. That was a fun fourth, man. I was cooking up, vibing. Well, I appreciate you, Maverick. I love you, buddy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, dude. I had a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Thank you.
I hope everyone remembers that I jumped on the unicorn the best. I did the best job. I landed better than anybody. The very best.
Probably the best I've ever seen, actually, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Richard says, to prove you're real and practice what you preach, you should say the word Cam. No.
They promise they won't save that part of the video.
No.
They promise they won't clip it.
No. It's like that one video where that guy's like, just say it. And he's like, what? And he's like, say it. He's like, no. And he's like, say it. Do it now. All right. So here's Asmongold talking about this, right? Clip, JK. Yeah, JK. What they were, in fact, not JKing.
There's a lot of people, I'll probably repeat myself 4 or 5 times today, but I did see the post that was made about me and the alleged leaked Discord messages. I understand that everybody wants me to talk about it, but I am trying to get this lawsuit dismissed, and the only thing that I need to do is just simply not talk about it.
Wait, is he wearing a Bricks and Minifigs t-shirt?
It's probably something else. It's probably bricks and like
mini,
or mini bricks and mini dicks, probably. That's
okay.
One. That's another one that I've seen before. But no, like you see how he's smirking. Was I'm just gonna not talk about it to not bring any clout to the situation. Oh god, that's when it pisses everybody off. When you acknowledge it and you say, I ain't gonna say anything, fuck you. And they're like, oh no. Well, now we won't get any juicy clout, which is what we want. That's the whole point, right? If you can beef with like arguably the most watched streamer in the world, then even if it's negative or positive, you're going to get a bunch of people that are going to pop in and be like, hey, I'm on your side, right? I mean, there's people that view like old ass, what was those old websites called? Like 9chan, 12chan, 4chan, 8chan. There was like 1,000 chans, right? Yeah, they all congregate. They're like, we're back. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, dude, it's freaking wild. Maverick says, is that baby still alive? Yes, the baby is somehow still alive. Somehow the baby has returned. Yeah, I remember when I was filming, you were just sitting in a baby pool with the baby, just dunking the baby.
Oh.
Yeah, it was funny. And 64 Chan, yes sir, yes sir. But what the funniest part about this is Hassan Piker quote tweeted this and said ASMONGOLD's acts like a 12-year-old, and I was like, bro, last week a clip was going around of you straight up saying that you had sex with one of your like detractors in the chat's mom. I'm like, that's literally what we said when we were 13 on Xbox Live. We literally said that, you know. Reagan says, so it wasn't Imaru who leaked it, but someone involved in the court case trying to cause drama. Apparently so. But she did send it to somebody, right?
She had to have, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it got out, right? Justin Vigil said, where you guys been? I took about 5 days off because I had some buddies staying at my house, and I wanted to really devote my time to my friends that were hanging around, and you know, not spend my time streaming every single day, and you know, just have some fun and try to unplug and relax. And I did, and I was so excited to stream today. So hats off to all the boys. It says we steal from old people under. Oh, it probably does pay it forward. Yeah, you're right.
He was also hungover.
That's it. I shot your mom's pussy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was hungover. That sucked. You know, ASMONGOLD, look out. Hassan thinks you're 12, and we know it. Oh no, mindless. Don't do it. Hate breed. What's up, brother? M. Dimble says, does Jess look like she could be a Gerudo princess?
What's a Gerudo princess?
Oh no, it better not be what I think it is. Gerudo princess. Oh no, the Gerudo Valley is that cool place. I don't think she's that tan. She's not that tan. She's way too pale for this.
Let me see.
I'm trying to, but life sucks. Hold on. I'm trying to, but the world is ending. Oh man.
I need you to do better.
I'm doing it. It takes me a minute to do things, damn it. All right. Come on. There it is.
Oh yeah, they're real tan.
Yeah, you ain't tan.
I'm
at
real
all.
white.
Mm-hmm. You're straight from Germany, brother. Ain't no tan in you. She just gets freckles when she tans.
Yeah, my freckles come out.
Yeah, it's gross. It's disgusting, rather. Thank you. Appreciate you. We're a fifth of the way to Naked Snake, a 10th of the way to the hot tub challenge for tonight. Probably do some fight milk in the hot tub, too, for old time's sake. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Stop.
The hot tub is really, really nice.
It
has
nice,
cool
yeah.
lights in it.
Oh, yeah, the
very
lights
nice.
will actually, you can actually be able to see them today. Intimidator says, hey, Cody and PDH, hope you're both doing well. By the way, do you know what you call a pumpkin patch that's too much beer to drink? That's had too much beer to drink. Smash pumpkins. Get the band reference? No, actually.
Maybe if Cody had butchered reading it.
Yeah. Well, it was terrible anyway, Intimidator, so I didn't need to read it well. You know? He doesn't deserve it. Oh, I like learning Smashing Pumpkins guitar riffs because they're so slop.
Yeah.
They're real nice to you can just hit them and not even be like fretting it well, and it just sounds right.
He won't learn the main part of mayonnaise though. Like he learns like the strumming part, but he won't do the picking part.
Picking? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, like in mayonnaise, like the main melody part of the guitar.
Reagan says, I know that Mizkif is suing Imaru and Asmon, so I wouldn't be surprised if DMs were found during discovery. Very possible, Reagan. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Reagan for being goated. Let's continue with ASMONGOLD.
So I'm not going to talk about anything. That's really about it. I have no comment at all. And whenever it is dismissed, I will explain everything. It's that simple.
When ASMONGOLD smirks like this, it means he's going to win whatever's happening. Right? That's how he is. Like there was this one video where he had this like epiphany that he was like drowning himself in negativity all the time, and you could see that it was like visibly like affecting his face. But when you see him smirking like this, you know he's gonna win because he just knows. You know.
Yep. There's not going to be there's not going to be somebody that's going to bait me out to get a response. It's just simply not. I don't act I don't act outside of my best interest. I only act in my best interest, and so that's it. And it's just really just that simple. I know people. I know. Everybody wants the drama people want to have, and they want to know about it. So do I. But unfortunately, there are situations at play that are above my pay grade, and I have to acknowledge those and work in that correction. Right.
These are all very, very base and true things because a lot of people will just talk when they're in court cases and fuck their whole court case up over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
over and over and over. And I'm like, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? Eden says PDH, assuming that stands for exactly what I think it does, just joining. Missed a lot.
What do you think it stands for?
Is that Marceline and Princess Bubblegum?
I love Marceline.
Gay. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
They are gay.
Yes, that's the joke. I like them. I don't know. Everything past season like 3, it starts to get a little weird. Starts to get a little too weird. I like
You're wrong.
I like when they just go into dungeons and do stupid shit. You know, that's my favorite stuff.
They do plenty of that in the seasons past season 3.
No. Load of nose.
The Pillow Fort episode with Finn was like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, there's some that are just terrible though. P Diddy essentially. What?
No, you got to spell it all out because I need to know now.
No, it just says P Diddy.
P Diddy what? P Diddy. What's the H?
Ho.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be funny. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it stands for Pillsbury Dough Ho.
You can't. You need to do some like talking exercise. Me too. What are those
All
talking
right,
exercises that
okay.
people do when they're about to
All
be
right.
like on shows?
It's been a week since I've streamed, so it's a little hard. I have to get back on my game here.
You got to do like the how many woods could a woodchuck chuck if a
Yeah.
woodchuck could chuck woods?
Yeah, I'd pass out if I tried that right now. Yeah, so at any rate, that was going around, and people, of course, are trying to get into this big like drama thing because what is left, right? What is left? The only thing left in the repertoire of cancel culture is calling people pedos. That's kind of got a little bit of weight still. It's almost gone though, because it's basically just everybody now. And then the other one is the N-word, which I think holds almost no weight now. It holds a little. So for example, if you find yourself a liberal, if you're like a liberal creator or a mainstream creator that's more in the, you're not in the social commentary based world like Asmongold stays in, if you get caught saying the N-word, you might be fucked because of course you're going to have sponsors like Red Bull and shit, and you're done. They're done right there. But people that occupy spaces like Asmongold or Critical Drinker and stuff, it wouldn't matter if they said it, right? Especially if they had a good response to it. I don't give a fuck. Then it's over. It's literally over.
Right.
You're going to get people spurting on Twitter, and that's the end of it. But if you're like you find yourself in the liberal space, you'll lose everything, right? Because you're not supposed to say it. Although when Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas voted to end affirmative action, there was a bunch of white liberal women and politicians on Twitter calling him the N-word over and over because they said he deserved it. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Well, hot damn.
Wow. Didn't expect this. Look at, is that a red boy from Renee Galarza?
Red boy.
Oh!
Hey. I think that means you should make me a gin drink.
What?
I think that means you should make me a gin drink.
Thank you so much, Renee. Stop saying what's up, Cam, and showing support. Some BS going on at work, some listening to some music, and getting the right headspace. Probably stop before the end. Thank you, Renee. Dude, I really appreciate that, brother. I love you. And I know exactly what you mean. Because when I was taking time off, it was all to get my head right. You know, I just wanted to reside in the real world for a minute because I'm on, Twitter and everything 24/7. And I tweeted like once or twice a day, every day I was off. And for some reason, every one of them went viral, and I don't really know why. But at any rate, thank you, Renee. I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Renee Galarza, the top diggity dog. We're already a quarter of the way to the first hot tub goal. Hot diggity damn. Hell yeah, boys. Future Ricada goal. Thank you, thank you. I should call it just the Ricada goal. All right, thank you, Renee. We love you. Appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna take a bit. I might, you know what? I might just shotgun my claw.
I
think
thought you were
what
going to say I might shit my pants. That's
that too.
literally what I thought you were going to say.
That too. Oh my god, you got to put that crap down sometimes. Oh, I agree. I agree with you, Patrick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Renee Galarza, the goat, the goat. And of course, MDL says PDH stands for pretty damn hot, which I agree. That makes sense. Poof. You're a gin drinker. Gross.
Yeah, well, you know what is great about gin is that you can have a party where people are drinking anything they lay their hands on. But if you have a bottle of gin, people are not going to finish it off because they don't like it.
Yeah, it tastes like
so you have gin just sitting there like you want for a week without anybody drinking it all. Like Cody.
It is disgusting. Cha T says there were also anti-ICE protesters that called an officer a house N-word for misgendering one of them. Well, yeah, of course. Like I said, liberals, people on the left that find themselves on the left, and not meaning normal progressives or liberals that you would know in real life. I mean people that are like activists that are attacking people in the streets. Yeah, they'll call a person of color like any slur in the book because they think that they have lost their right to not be called it because they're not on their side, right? So thank you, Chai T. I appreciate you. I agree, Lucky Win. They can keep trying to cancel our boy Asmond, but he is uncancelable. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys PDH, and I am going to make a gin drink for that red boy.
He's going to make me a gin drink.
Wait, what do you want in it?
There's those little cans of grapefruit juice at the back of the fridge on the bottom shelf. Ice and gin. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what he comes back with. Shani says alcohol does what it needs to. That's true. That's true. But even gin can go untouched by even the most desperate. It's kind of a beautiful thing. Like I thought that at the end of the party, like all the alcohol would be gone, but my gin was just like only half gone. It's great. Has Mal adopted you yet, PDH? No, so Mal is not a titty baby like Sushi or Loki was. Mal is kind of a loner. And really all he cares about is food. And the only time he gets excited for pets is when we have like guests over. He's just an ungrateful shit. He drinks a whiskey drink. He drinks a vodka drink. He drinks a lager drink. He drinks a cider drink. Pretty. What did he say? Pretty. He said pretty. I'm surprised at that, actually. Yeah, exactly, Billy. His entire attitude is like, give me food or leave me alone. Or you're going to pet me. This means you must be about to give me food because you know I don't care about pets. It's on the stove. He'd ask where the gin was. Did I get sunburnt? No. So I played it really safe on the 4th. I was kind of like in the shade the whole time. And the house covers the backyard in shade after like 6 p.m. So it's a pro and a con. It's kind of nice. Sean, why are you singing Oh Danny Boy in the chat? Yeah, it's funny. Inject some common sense. Our dog is like a cat, but Sushi is not like a cat. Sushi needs to be on your face 24/7. Maverick Cuba says, how much to get steel toe in the tub? Like $1 million. Like $1 million.
Jesus.
Just to be in the same soup water with him.
All right.
Because Chumbawamba. What does that have to do with Danny Boy? Chumbawamba doesn't have like an excerpt from Danny Boy in it, does it?
Oh, I have no idea. All right. Thank you, Maverick Cuba. Appreciate you, brother. All right, let's continue. There's your drink. Shout out to Renee Galars. I love you. Appreciate you, brother. Mean Copium.
Very clear. It looks like gin and gin.
I came back to see Mean Copium in the chat. Jiggling his bee. How you doing, brother?
You clean this cup first?
Yep.
I doubt it. Look, it's like its little skeleton hands. Look how cute.
I spit in it. So
he took I was telling him that I really wanted to go look at Halloween stuff, and we went and did the rounds like TJ Maxx and Ross and whatever, and there was no Halloween stuff. I was so depressed.
Rest in peace. All right, boys. Had to make a drink, and we're back. So this says leaked messages between ASMONGOLD and Emaru show him bragging about using the N-word. Nowhere in these DMs is he bragging. This is making something up, painting a picture so people can try to read it that way. But he didn't brag. He just said it's not a word anymore. And he said there's videos of me saying it. No one cares. That's not bragging. He would be like, I love saying the N-word. LOL. Be saying the N-word so cool. That would be bragging. I can say it, but you can't. That would be bragging, right? In addition to saying it all the time with friends, he says, I have super bad stuff online. No one cares. And of course, this account is a Hassan Piker account. Of course. It says Hassan fans acting like Asmongold, saying the N-word in private is worse than their idol, zapping his dog, simping for Houthis, blowing up ships, sharing terrorist propaganda, and grifting millions while calling everyone else racist. That's the point, man. And it comes to a point where none of this means anything, right? You have two people that each side think they're the worst person on the planet. You know, each of them have probably done questionable things, in my opinion. You know, I don't know if it's biased or not, but Hassan Piker is a much, much more abhorrent human being that I kind of theorize he likely suffers like from some kind of psychopathy where he doesn't actually have empathy, like real empathy. Like he's actually like legitimately fucked up, in my opinion. But, you know, either way, it's just shit posting at each other in the same way like politics is now, right? People on the left would vote for the left Hitler and people on the right will vote for the right Hitler. It doesn't matter. You know, it's all about the win. And then you have probably 20 to 30% of people in the middle that are actually trying to come to some kind of conclusion to try to better either themselves or their families or their small group of society around them. The rest is just a football game. It's just people trying to win a football game 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of football game, like the show. Orange chicken. Orange chicken. What are you talking about, Sean? Sean's too many Keystones in, brother. He's had too many. One too many. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. Sipping on gin and juice. What's up, Blindsided? How you doing, brother? We're hanging out Blindsided. We're just chilling. Appreciate all the support. Love you guys. M. Demo says, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back. Sushi. With a mind on the money and a money on her mind.
Come on, Sushi.
Love you. He said, love you.
Ooh. Love you.
All right. Go. All right.
I got a little perch for Sushi whenever he jumps up here.
Yeah. And this actually kind of describes what I'm talking about here. You see this? It says Hassan, Asmongold, and Mizkif fans trying to dunk on each other for moral supremacy is comical, right? And I don't even think, from my perspective, I don't think Asmongold considers himself morally superior, right? And that's the key to, I think, being successful in this space is to not form all of your ideological ideas based purely around morality, because for one, you're a streamer. 2, you're worth $20 to $100 million. 3, you're not really doing anything about that. You know what I'm saying? So like none of it matters. What's up, Diecast? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Is that PDH's new chair? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Worst people you know, all fighting. They're all fighting. Oh my God. But at any rate, yeah. So they're trying to cancel Asmongold, and again, it will never. Like I think I talk about this once a week, probably on a stream when they're trying to cancel Asmongold. It never works. It's never gonna work. There's nothing you can do about it. Rest in peace. That's just how these things work, right? Because again, the only way to cancel is to shame, and if a person's not ashamed of all these things that you are claiming he should be ashamed of, then you lose. You lose, right? That's just how it's always been. So, anyways, I resist every urge to buy orange chicken. God, I love orange chicken, brother. Orange chicken is the goat. The goat. That's what I want right now. Some orange chicken. Yes, please, please. But Asmongold's being extremely base, and he said he's not going to talk about it, which I just absolutely love that. I love it. I love the mentioning of it, but not actually going too in depth. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful thing. At any rate. Oh no, I'm starting to get into my bookmarks. No, go back up. Where? I'm lost. I'm lost in the sauce, guys. Scroll up. Oh no. I think I auto scrolled down too far. Yep, I totally did. I totally did, boys. Oh, so here's something really interesting. This is kind of like unrelated, but it's totally funny. My pool is warmer than my hot tub. That's sad. Our hot tub gets pretty spice. You know? James Jonas says, I'm wondering, is Asmongold left wing or right wing? I think Asmongold probably has a few left wing beliefs and a few right wing beliefs, right? But the issue is when it comes to a content creator online, and this still weirdly enough holds true even today, right? Is if you are a content creator and you don't hold the most extreme extreme left opinions, and I mean all of them, down the line, you're automatically considered an alt-right Nazi. And this is the way it still is. We haven't got past this as like a society based in social media, right? So basically, you could say something like, I believe in, I believe completely in socialism, pure socialism. I believe in free healthcare, free college, free everything. I believe in $50 an hour for everybody. I believe in all these things, and I believe in trans rights. I believe in just across the board, either social or fiscally, right? And then you could say, but I'm not in favor of children taking hormones for gender affirmation, and they would be labeled a Nazi in 2 seconds. So that's the difference, So at any rate, that's the difference, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. You've been trying to get him up there for like 20 minutes. Leave him alone. Leave that poor guy alone. He's just a fat cat and you don't know what he's doing. Yeah, it's probably left-leaning economically, like most streamers, even though they consider that a nudesy. I don't know, man. I don't think any streamer actually really leans left economically. I think they're lying if they do. You cannot tell me for even one moment that a streamer that's paying $100,000 directly to the federal government a year would like to not do that. Oh, yes, I would gladly pay more. Any rich person that claims to be like fiscally like left, they're all lying, because none of them, they could all at any point give all their money to the government in 2 seconds if they wanted to. There's actually a form from the IRS where you can give all your money to the IRS. Just donate it to the IRS if you want to. And none of them do that. So they're all liars. And until they start giving all their money to the IRS 100% across the board, they're all lying. You know what I'm saying? Would I do it? No, because I don't believe that. I believe that shit's theft. Taxation's theft, brother.
Property tax is definitely theft.
Yeah, 100%, brother. 100%. So, but that's life. Drevlock says, Asmongold has some very standard liberal left ideas. He also has some conservative right-leaning ideas. Yeah, but that means right there that he's a Nazi in the eyes of social media, right? So I remember I got kicked from a con one time. You guys probably remember this last year. I got kicked and fired from a con event because somebody in the con event went to my live stream. They went to my live stream and they saw my Trump intro and they banned me from the convention. It's literally a shitpost, like silly Trump meme thing that arguably is making fun of Trump. And just because Trump's face appeared on my stream, they banned me from the conference because they thought I was a Nazi. That's how stupid these fucking people are.
That's the culty kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Like that's really culty.
And they were all like female cosplayers, and they were like, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Literally, you guys are gonna have extreme, overtly awkward male feminists there who are the most likely to sexually assault you, and you're scared of a guy that has a Trump intro. Literally, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's all dumb as fuck.
Yeah, like literally the most predatory type of men are the desperate ones, right?
Yeah. And they feel like they're owed. I aligned myself with you. I believed everything. I supported every idea you had. I am owed. So when you say no to them, it gets dangerous because they feel like they're owed. That's how this has always worked. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Art? How you doing, brother? How you doing, brother? All right. This is kind of unrelated, but I saw this today because we've been talking about it for 100 years and a half. So Mr. Hambly, our boy, Mr. Hambly, and I will never understand why. This is the quartering, by the way. He still has not learned how to not share his monitor instead of sharing a specific window in OBS. So like once every 2 weeks, he shares his screen and completely fucks his entire life up again. And I don't know how you do this once and don't immediately replace how you do things. You could stream on a different PC. You could stream from OBS from a different PC and plug into a capture card. Or you could just capture your window and not your monitor or your display. There's so many ways to prevent this stupid shit from happening. But for some reason, he don't do it. And you're going to see right here. So here it is right here. This is during his stream.
Lockdown. It's quiet almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering.
We could scroll down to page 3.
He's so smelly looking. Oh, look at that. He doesn't realize
Literally
that
just doxed someone.
he doesn't realize he just brought up a shipping label, doxing people. He doxed somebody. And there is more to this, but I'm going to let the clip play and I'm going to explain why.
Continue reading.
Lance says why, and Tyler says why did
Several people now.
Look at Melanie Mac. Bro, look at her. She's like, fuck. This boomer is fucking everything up. Look at him. Look at him. Look at her face. Gosh, I feel so bad for her. Look at her. She's like, fuck, here we go again. Here we go again on my own. Getting trolled on X all day long. I fucked that one up. Sorry. I need the voice exercises. You're right. Here we go.
I do it?
Oh, he realized it. He realized it finally that he was goofing
Oh my God.
and doxing somebody and doing something actually a little bit crazier.
You realize that was like several people, right?
Yep. Now,
And his return address is probably there too.
of course. No, well, I don't know about. No, it's just the people. Yeah. So, but there's a more of a meaning to this, by the way, that I'm going to get into. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. So look at the quartering's face when he realizes it.
It says yeah.
Whoops.
Tyler says I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't
Look at him. He's like, fuck.
And look at Melanie. Look at Melanie.
Yeah, it's over, man.
be negotiated out.
Shipping labels.
If I'm able
Oh no. Well, it wouldn't be a week unless this happened now. To explain this a little further, okay? Because I think where'd it go? I literally bookmarked. Oh, PPP posted about this. So PPP said that Jeremy just accidentally revealed his coffee brand coffee shipping labels live. In doing so, he doxed multiple customers and revealed his coffee factory to be Java Taza Coffee, a wholesale drop ship operation in Pennsylvania, which has completely ruined everything. So let me give you the lore, because I haven't been talking about it in forever. So basically what happened was, for years, the Quartering has said that he has been making his beans personally, sourcing the beans personally. Like, we thought Jeremy was in the bean factory fucking kissing the beans and shit, and people would believe it. And he said he tests all the flavors himself, and he has roasters personally working there. He has all these people personally work there. He has a factory. It's his factory, but he won't tell anybody where it is because, you don't want to talk. But at any rate, he accidentally finally fucked up and showed that his company is actually a different company that's just a white label, like drop ship company. Not even his company. He's not tasting the beans. He's not sourcing the beans. And this is what everybody... Now, this isn't surprising. Everyone has known this the entire time. Everyone's known this the entire time. It's just he hasn't come out and said it or fucked up like that. And he did that. We already knew, right?
It's not a surprise, but
we already knew, yeah.
We hadn't caught him red-handed yet.
Yeah. And so 100% red-handed as hell there. So it's not surprising. I think it's satisfying to have the confirmation that, yeah, of course he was lying this whole time, right? He also claims that the reason he's selling everything, he's like selling everything, he's liquidating everything, is actually not because he's going bankrupt. It's actually because he's actually richer than you think. And he thinks people believe that, right? No, actually I'm selling everything because I just have so much money that, like, I just need to sell everything. That doesn't make sense, Jeremy. And he's like, it doesn't have to. I'm Jeremy. Doesn't have to make sense. I'm beautiful, right? It's actually retardation. And if you do the math, if you actually look at his streaming numbers and you look at his super chats and you look at his ad revenue, he's making less than like $7,000 a month, right? On YouTube. His output is like 25 grand, maybe. Now he's probably lowered that a lot in the last month or two, but his output is extremely high. Right. And this is something like I personally started having to cut down fucking like my bills and stuff because they eventually just start racking up. You keep buying your subscriptions to random AI services and you're done, brother. It's like $800 a month. You're like, whoa, what happened? Gotta cancel all this shit. Right. So yeah, that's what's happening, but on a huge scale, and he can't make his way back. So he's having to sell everything. Right. He's having to sell everything. Now, from what I remember is being told, I don't even remember who told me. So it might be bullshit, but he has two houses for some reason. Why does he have two houses? I know he lives in one. Who lives in the other one?
Probably his wife, right? Well, his ex-wife.
No. I don't know. Which one's I don't know who's that? Which one's that? I don't know, man. It's hard to keep up with this shit anymore. Art says, I would have given more, but the goddamn IRS graped my check like I was Ashley Judd and it was Harvey Weinstein. Jesus Christ, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Art, love you, buddy. Appreciate you. We are halfway to Naked Snake for this.
Halfway there.
And a quarter of the way to the first hot tub Nick Rekieta goal. Hold the Coke. Hold the, hold the Coke, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, dude. We love you. We appreciate you. The bull living there. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. Right? I wouldn't be surprised. But I would just sell the hell out of that. I'd get all that out right now. I'd be like, yeah, get that shit out of here. We don't need that anymore. Right? So at any rate, something else that was pointed out by the Kino Grove is it makes sense to why the Quartering has been aggressively pushing and marking down his prices to 50% off. Java Taza Coffee, which it looks like it has been revealed to be the company he's using for dropship, even though he claimed he spent $300,000 on K-cups and shit. Apparently that was a lie. Apparently he just wanted to buy a Ferrari or something. I don't know. He has discontinued their custom coffee program, meaning that you wouldn't be able to order custom coffees anymore. So that's why Jeremy's marking down all of his strange coffees to 50% off, because he's not going to have it anymore, right? All of it makes a lot of sense. It all makes sense, brother. It all makes sense, brother. And then this right here as well. Every coffee flavor is tested by me and 5 other people. And I got to be honest, I don't know why he keeps saying stuff like that. Like, everybody kind of knows now what's going on. Just say it. Like, is it really going to be the end of the world if he just says, yeah, it's a dropship company? I lied.
Right. Yeah.
Like, do you think people are going to stop buying? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, how much are people actually buying it anyway?
I mean, he's probably making, if it's dropship, he's probably making like $2 a bag.
Right.
You know? So.
Like, is your reputation worth however much you're making off of that coffee?
I mean, he single-handedly destroyed his YouTube and his Rumble forever. He probably doesn't realize it, I don't think, because he has a weird God complex, but he definitely destroyed all that forever. It's fucking irreparable. It's dead. You know what I'm saying? And he's never going to really find a way back. And he also says he's going to Ren Fair, apparently. He said he's going to Ren Fair. And I'm like, bro, you've been banned from Ren Fair. Now, that will be a funny clip when he shows up, I got to be honest. You know? It is going to be funny. So
someone please be waiting there to get a video of him being escorted.
It's going to be funny.
Call ahead of time. Make sure they recognize him.
He'll show up likely, and no one's going to film it or anything. Or he might not even show up, actually. Probably like, yeah, what? No, fuck that. I ain't showing up. Right? He probably won't show up. If it was me, I wouldn't. Like, why would you? You've been banned, brother. You've been banned. Don't show up. But he claims he is going to be going to Ren Fair in the summer, which is right here. Apparently, he also can't get a mobility scooter because he's too fat, which is not surprising. But that's beside the point.
Too fat for a mobility? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's probably because he's too tall. He's like 6'4" and like 500 pounds, or 6'5" and 500 pounds. So I mean, that's a lot. Most people that are on mobility scooters are like 5'9" and like 400 pounds.
Right.
And that's pushing it. Right. So at any rate, here's him talking about Ren Fair, apparently.
I couldn't go anywhere or do anything because I blew out my knee on Thursday, or I went to the doctor on Thursday. Yeah, I was in the ER on Thursday. And that was not a fun day.
If you're blowing out your knee at 40 years old, you should probably fucking get some Ozempic or something, brother. You're too far gone.
Yeah, something's weird there for sure.
Like, do something. I mean, my boy Ballard, he's freaking dropping weight like hotcakes. It's badass. That's all you got to do. If you're blowing out your knees at 40, brother, you got to get the hell off. You got to do something, because you're gonna be bedridden, and when you become bedridden, you'll gain like 500 pounds.
Right.
And then Jeremy's gonna be 1,000 pounds. He's gonna look like a beached whale. He'll be streaming from that like camera position that fat people stream from, where it's just like right here, and you just see their gobbler. You know, you would think so, Lodum Nust. You would think so. I feel attacked. What? Oh yeah, you blew out your knee, but you blew out your knee doing like activities, doing activities in the garage.
But it turns out, so I had to get MRI and all this stuff. It turns out apparently there's like this, so post MRI, my ACL and MCL are intact. And then there's like, this kind of, we'll get to the news in a second, but I just got to update Mel because she doesn't know. There's like this sack of fluid behind your kneecap. It's got a name. I forget what it is now.
Okay.
Whatever that is exploded. and all that fluid was like leaking into my knee and my shin.
Oh no.
And yeah, I didn't even really notice it was swollen until
Your
I went to the
water broke.
ER. My water broke. Yeah. I had a baby, everybody.
Ah, man, that's like his kink. She shouldn't say stuff like that around him.
What's his kink?
His kink is
Being
like
pregnant is this kink?
no. Oh, I think like pregnant women is his kink.
Oh, ew. What?
Yeah, like he likes.
Why?
Like he said, he went to when he was working in an office. He like saw one of his coworkers like breast milk in the fridge because like she was nursing, and he like tried it. And I'm like, that means that's your
That's
kink.
rapey.
Well,
Something about that is rapey. Like
Well,
putting
I
someone
mean-
else's bodily fluids like into your body without asking first. I don't know.
That's kind of just the Hambly way, brother. That's the Hambly way. It's more like Hambly, not grapey.
That poor girl was like, "Who drank my breast milk?"
Yeah. Oh no, that's gross, man. That sucks. Yeah, but again, I mean, he walked around Ren Fair like filming children and shit and saying sexual stuff. I mean, that's not as crazy.
But
like,
he didn't
right?
like touch anybody or drink anyone's fluids. I don't know. That to me is like one of the worst things I've heard yet, as far as like morally corrupt.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, but that's Jeremy, man. I mean, nothing surprises me anymore, So, but at any rate, it's the only sack Jer has. No, Mac has pre-recorded responses. I saw this funny meme, where it was just like, yeah, dash Melanie Mac. It's funny. It's a funny meme. Now, to be fair to her, she probably doesn't want to be there, but she gets the paycheck, so. You know what I'm saying? It's a very easy paycheck. You show up and you say,
Nice.
yeah, fuck up. Yeah, cool. And then you get fucking like $1,000.
It's like me looking at adoptable kitties online. Well,
Yeah. That's what you do. You just look at kitties and send me like screenshots of, look at this kitty. His name is Stanley. I'm like, okay. Holly Movie Star says synovial fluid fills the cavities of the joints. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. I feel smarter now as a result. Oh, by the way, shout out to Renee Galarza, the top dog today. It's a rainbow night, by the way, I think. Pretty sure it is. Rainbow night, everybody. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. And we're a few red boys away from the hot tub goal for the first time ever. We got our hot tub yesterday. I helped the movers like move it. It was terrible. He was like, you mind giving us a hand? I was like, yeah, dude, sure. And I actually did mind. It sucked.
I haven't lost the weight yet. Let's be kind, okay? I'm only 3 days postpartum, all right?
Okay.
So, give me a minute for it to come off. I'm working hard. But and then it's gross now because now I know. Yeah, Baker's cyst. Yeah. So now I know what it is, and I see my knee, and I'm like I'm pushing. I can push it around. Like the summer of, I even ordered a hover round because I wasn't sure if it was an ACL MCL thing, and I didn't want to miss like the Ren Fair and the EAA flying and the.
So he is going to Ren Fair, likely the exact same Ren Fair he got banned from that year, right? And he's going to show up, and if he shows up. There's gonna be people.
I mean, if no one is aware that he's going, like, I don't know if the people who would escort him out would be the people that would recognize him. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the issue: is no one would know he's going, but now he has said he's publicly going, and they're going to be emailing.
That's true.
They're going to be emailing the Renaissance, experience company. That's like a nationwide company. They're going to email them and be like, "Hey, this dude said he's coming." So now they're gonna be all over it. They're going to be all over it. Tiffany says, Cody, are you one of those muscle guys who are actually weak? It depends on what you mean by weak. I don't think so. But I don't think so. It just depends on what you think weak is. When your joint pops, that's what you're hearing. Oof. Gross. Disgusting.
Mine crackle like popcorn.
Discuss the false advertising behind almond milk. It's not actually milk. Oh, I know. I drink whole milk because I'm a man.
I like almond milk. It tastes good.
Yeah, but it makes you a bitch. I never experienced Ren Fair. Will you, Lady Jess, accompany me?
I love Ren Fairs. Ren Fairs are fun. They usually have like honey mead, which is delicious, and food trucks where you can get giant turkey legs.
I've never been to a Ren Fair, but to be fair, I've never really cared to go to one.
Right.
I like the lore. And I like it reminds me of like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, but also I'll just play Elder Scrolls Oblivion. you know. And also, I don't like being around. This is gonna sound mean. I don't like being around like actors that are acting at a place that you're at.
Right? Like interacting with you.
Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, you're from the future with your dangly items in your space device on your hand. I'm like, all right, dude, fuck off. Look, I know it's fine. Just give me the damn beer. You know, I don't care. But I'm just here. I'm chilling. Ah, a future traveler from the future, you say? No. We don't have to do that.
And stuff. So I wasn't going to let it ruin my summer.
Sure.
But the second I got the MRI, like while I was live streaming, I was canceling the order. There was like $2,500. I'm like, okay, well, cancel this. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Now it's just a pain management thing, and I guess they have to stick a needle in there and drain it out, I guess. But best case snenario, I thought it was going to be summer ending surgery.
Oh, by the way, somebody sent me something about derm the other day. Let me find it and I'll read it to you.
About what?
Oh my gosh. They sent me, it was somebody that's always in my chat. She said that it's crazy no one knows that the quartering sniffing is from an Afrin addiction. It's a decongestant nose spray that has crazy rebound once it wears off and can require steroids to come off of. He sniffs because it literally makes your nose run all the time and causes lots of sinus irritation. Feel free to pass this information along. I'm 100% confident about it. I used it for sinus issues before my surgery and needed steroids to stop it, so I'm very familiar with the symptoms. It only takes 1 to 2 uses to build dependency. Yeah, so that could likely be true. I didn't like Afrin. I tried it like twice and I was like, fuck, this is awful. It didn't do anything, you know? Whereas Flonase and Rhinocort would knock that shit out, boys. That was the shit back in the day. At any rate, I just feel like I was going to read that because she sent that to me. So I was like, I'll read that. You know, I don't know how true it is. I've used Afrin, didn't like it. That's the only thing I know about Afrin. Let's we got a little bit of a longer video of the Mr. Hambly to have fun with. You know, I kind of miss talking about it. It's weirdly you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Because like there's something funny about just watching him. He's like weirdly like not he's trying to be serious, but he comes off as like hilarious, like Tommy Wiseau. Right? Even though Tommy Wiseau, I think, is now trying to come off as jokey now because it's Tommy Wiseau. Tim says, I've not watched Jeremy the Grifter for months. Yeah, it seems like everybody right now. All right. Didn't get a yes or no to the Ren Fair question. M. Dimmel, you know it takes a red boy to get her to go to Ren Fair with you, brother. Come on now. All right? You got to pay for that. All right? This is now a DSP stream. You better cough up the dough, brother. Camelot whoring out his girl for Red Bull
For $100.
And $100, y'all. Tell you what, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. By the way, I saw your DM, Art. I will check that out
and leave a customer review because that definitely helps a lot too. But Jeremy, stickers and drop shipping. How could you possibly be in stores? Right, exactly. Well, let me tell you this: if I was drop shipping, I wouldn't be on Amazon either.
I love his little gay laugh he does when he thinks he got somebody. Oh, I love it, dude. Yeah. And then he does this other thing. I don't know if he does it in this video, but when he'll be like, oh, and they think they owned you. Oh, and he'll just do that. I'm like, what did you just do that for?
That video was so hard to watch.
Oh my God.
The profit margins on drop shipping would not be big enough. But you know, there's a quartering extended universe where people believe that, and that's fine. We are best June ever. Last June, July has been amazing. Although
every single month since Jeremy started getting fucking nuked by the casino, every month after that, Jeremy's like, yeah, we had the best month ever. I've made billions of dollars on my coffee, but also I'm selling everything. And if you guys know anyone that wants to buy anything I have, please let me know. All right, brother. I'm not interested if all it takes is buy my way into a woman's heart. That's what you have to do with every woman in some way, M. Dimmel. You think if I was broke as a joke that PDH would be here? No, she'd be like, fuck this guy. He's gay.
He's broke as a joke.
It's true.
we got a little behind on production because we try to roast everything in the smallest possible batches. I don't want anything sitting on Amazon and getting old, you know? So we got a little behind, but everything's basically back in stock. We're getting checked in right now. We just sent like 5,000 pounds of coffee last week. We got another probably 11,000 pounds to go out this week. And yeah, once we're on Walmart, That'll be awesome too, because Walmart takes half as much as Amazon does.
It's going to be interesting to see how he responds to sharing that shipping label from that dropship company. And now, to be fair, though, the reason why he's always getting rolled around and tarred with shit is because I mean, you could say something, you'd be like, oh, like I was supplementing one of our orders because we were out of stock for this item, you know, and that I run a little deal with them. Here's the documentation that proves it. And you could you would be scot-free immediately, but you don't. The reason likely is because he is using this Tara Java place for everything, yeah.
So basically, my customers can just buy from Walmart and I make an extra $1.50 a bag. Nothing changes. You still probably get free shipping anyway.
I doubt
We
it.
still use our box we got from Mother's Day last year. It's damn good. I know the box was good quality. Doesn't
My man is out of breath, brother.
help that every tour with YouTube channel started a drop ship coffee.
It was a marathon for him.
Existence for him is tiring. Now, to be fair, that's true for everybody, but it's actually it's like tiring physically for him, you know? So, oh, Jeff on the road. Look at that beautiful man in that picture. Jeff on the road. The fact this guy's a huge following as Broke Our Society is. Step back for a second. Look at the big picture. This is insane. No, but true. But I think I was talking about this recently. I think it's starting to fix itself, right, Jeff? Because people are starting to like not really. They're starting to gravitate towards content that actually takes a lot of effort and has a lot of passion, like Critical Drinker and stuff like that. You know, and Jeremy, unfortunately, he got big during a time during YouTube where all you had to do was shit out content as fast as possible, and YouTube rewarded you for it by putting it all over the front page of everything. YouTube doesn't do that anymore. YouTube could give two shits about 90% of this, and on YouTube you have to talk about one thing only. It always has to be in your wheelhouse of what you talk about, and it has to be decently well written, like Drinker's scripts, and decently well edited, and that's all you need to do. The Quartering doesn't do any of that. He just starts a video where he's sitting in his little window over here and he's like, so McDonald's has like a new deal and stuff. Anyways, and I think that everybody's starting to grab it. There's so many options now. Back in the day, you had to click what was on your feed. YouTube's not really pushing that content anymore. It's why a lot of people like Mudahar started like falling off and stuff like that. And Mudahar's content's better, but Mudahar was also doing the same thing. The several videos a day. All the creators were doing that. And unless you are extremely charismatic, you're not going to be able to do that. And to be completely fair, Jeremy is the opposite of charismatic. The opposite. Oh, by the way, Jeff, I said earlier, I was like, I'm pretty sure Jeff was dropping bombs on the Saturday stream. I was just a little far gone. So I'm sorry, but I appreciate you, brother. Just ordered yours and PDH's gym shirts.
Hey.
Y'all will have a gift at Siege. Oh, based. Thank you,
Fun
brother.
stuff.
Thank you, brother. I love you, dude. Appreciate you, brother. What?
What?
That movie's weird.
Paprika?
Yeah.
Have any of you guys in the chat seen Paprika? It's like a fever dream
It
of
is.
a movie.
It's definitely. It's like trying to be Miyazaki, also fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's all right. It's all right. I remember watching it. It was all right.
Yeah, I know. But you know what the thing is? Here's an interesting thing before we get into this other kind of like race war story that's wild. Look at all the people.
I closed out with "I'm with you, fellas." I remember that. Holy shit, I remember that. I guess I wasn't too far gone, huh? I remember that.
I'm with you.
I'm with you, fellers. Well, I'm with you, fellers.
Yep.
I love Delmar, brother. Oh man.
Later that night, Cody would douse his phone in water and have to put it in rice.
Yeah. Well, I'll only be 82. Thank you, Rockstar. Well, hello there, Daddy. Oh, hey, doing, brother. I watched it High on L. The first time I saw it, fucking awesome.
Yes. See, you've seen it. It's great, right?
Yeah, it's all right. We probably should watch it again. You're probably right.
In the last 3 years that have been shilling coffee, okay? How many of them are even still around? How many of them are even still around?
It's crazy. You can put this on 1.25 speed and there's still like 5 seconds of dead air.
It's because they didn't actually build companies. They just slapped their name on somebody else's bag of coffee, and made their $4 a bag and moved on.
This is so brutal because that's what he's doing.
He's
literally what he's doing.
It's funny because he knows it's $4.
Yeah, he knows exactly how much he's going to get for drop shift because that's what he's doing.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's brutal. It sucks because you have all this like video evidence of you saying these things directly and never coming clean, just being like, even after you share that freaking screen of the shipping label, even after that, you're still holding your guns. Brutal. That's like almost a level of delusion that is like diagnosable as something, right?
Tim's still around, but he, well, Tim has a big audience, and I'm sure his coffee is very good, but it's not as good as mine.
Oh, it took everything in his body and soul to not shit on Tim right there.
Right.
Even though Tim wouldn't give two shits, because to be fair, Tim is on another level. Tim gets like 15 to 20,000 live viewers, brother. He's on a different level than this like weird 200 viewers that, are even they get banned from the chat. They'll just ask, what is the orange band? It's like, what? I don't even know what's happening. Someone help me. It's like the Fox audience, right? It's like his entire audience is like 60-year-olds. I like coffee. What's up, Buster Brown? How you doing, brother? Welcome back, Buster Brown. Love you, buddy. Billy says, don't put your phone in rice. It's bad. I put my phone under a hot light bulb to dry it up. Jared kind of made it.
Heat is also bad for your phone.
I've always used rice, and it was always fun. So thank you, Billy. Buster Brown says, Subway, keep stunting on this motherfucker. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Buster.
We'll say that.
What do you have to say, Sushi?
And you should have both, by the way. He has some flavors, like he has a low acidity blend that people really like. I don't have that. Where's the pool water? I'm pretty sure I ordered some. I never got it.
Y'all hear him?
Maybe I never ordered it. I don't want to put that out there that I ordered and didn't get it, but I feel like I ordered it as a meme, but maybe I didn't. So I'm pretty sure I saw people. I know the pool water is just a meme.
I drank pool water. Last time I was on TheQuartering, I drank a whole bottle of pool water.
Oh my god! Oh,
it was great.
Pool water.
Yeah,
okay.
it was great. It just tastes like fresh water. Is all it tastes like.
It's not like he wanted to make money on that. I'm sure he wasn't making any money on that. Tim's about to open a brick and mortar location. I think he should. Can you brew with pool water? I certainly could. Then we both win. I got coffee for my coffee once for Father's Day. It's very good, but I got to watch the budget. I know. Well, I'm hoping that we can lower our prices by like 10% by the end of the year. Once we're in Walmart, I'll be able to buy 5 times as many beans at once. And so you get discounts with volume. I mean, the business is going to explode once we're in there. Like it's going to be very, very, our orders will.
You know what Jeremy's coffee being in Walmart reminds me of? It reminds me of the dragons are totally coming in Game of Thrones. Remember? It's like, oh, they're coming. The dragons are coming. I promise they're coming. Oh, they're coming. Like the dragons coming to like King's Landing. Oh, they're coming. I promise. They're totally coming.
I don't know.
It was like it was on the episode of South Park with George R.R. Martin where they were like making fun of him. He was like, the dragons are totally coming. I promise. But it took like literally 7 seasons for the dragons to come to King's Landing, or 8 seasons.
You're implying that his coffee's ever going to be in Walmart.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, oh, it's totally coming to Walmart. I promise. It's totally going to be there. Don't worry about it.
Probably 5x, which means I can get better prices on the green beans and then pass those savings on to the customer. Because I don't love charging $20 a bag and $18 a bag. I want to be closer to like $15.99.
He's such a good person. I wish I was good. I'm just rotten though.
Even that's still kind of expensive compared to like Folgers or something like that. But I want to be closer to like $15.99, $16.99 a bag instead of $18. And once I buy more quantity, I'll be able to do that. I'm fine with my profit margins as they are now. So I'm happy to just pass those savings on to the customers. You should drink it while I'm streaming. I drink it in the morning when I get up. I've been up since 7. Day 91 coffee. Well, go to buycbc.com. Take it right there. I'm poor at Folgers when it's on sale. Hey, I get it. But you got to remember, Folgers makes, I don't know, 1 million pounds a day. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever considered doing a Trump roast? No. The reason it's called Coffee Brand Coffee is because I wanted to build a brand without a political connection. I want, my greatest day will be to see some normie buying it in a store who's never heard of my YouTube channel, who's never heard of anything about me.
He's so ashamed of himself.
Normie. I feel like that's not usually a positive term.
Well, Jeremy probably thinks of himself as like this enlightened soul, this high-minded soul, and probably thinks everybody else normies. But he is the quintessential normie. Like he's the most normie person when it comes to being a creator. Like I actually can't think of a better example of somebody online that's considered a content creator that's less of a normie than Jeremy is. He's literally a normie. He's like, oh, boobs are cool. I like boobies and drinking. It's like you're literally just a fucking normie. You're like a normie 40.
For some reason, that just gave me flashbacks to your intro when you talk about like we never see boobs in movies.
Oh, that reminds me of House of Dragon. Those fuckers.
We saw a lot of penises.
Yeah, it's been all right. The new season of House of Dragon's all right. The second episode was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But God, dude, flaccid dicks every time. Like every time I turn on any TV show, it's just flaccid cocks everywhere. Why? I can't even get a titty, and I get nothing but flaccid cocks everywhere. I don't understand. I get my discounted beans in front of Home Depot. I tell you what, make you for Cuba. Appreciate you.
You know, that's why I didn't want to. I think the biggest mistake content creators make when they start brands is they tie the brand to themselves. And like content creation, streaming is a really small window. So like if I had called, like, look at all those crappy meme coffees that came out. Remember Coffee Coffee? That's done. You know, all those like liberal tears coffees and stuff like that. It's all gone because like you just, you know, times change.
Yeah, coffee brand coffee totally isn't attached to Jeremy in any way. You know, totally. Tug Simp, I don't remember that. But I'm also, if that was true, Tug Simp, I am not overtly mean to people for any reason almost ever. Usually I just don't respond, but I don't just yell at people in DMs or scream or go crazy because I'm not passionate enough for that. So I don't remember, but.
So that's why I went with like literally, you know, isn't BRC about to go out of business? I don't know. I hear conflicting things. I'm good friends with the guys who run Black Rifle Coffee, and and as like business people, they have looked out for me. They have given me great business advice. They've given me great connections.
When Jeremy looks off screen and does his weird nervous ticks, it always reminds me of reloading on House of Dead, the arcade game when you're like shooting on House of Dead and you have to aim off the screen and reload. That's what he's like when he looks off screen for his weird ticks. It always reminds me of House of Dead. Timonal on Rumble says, do they still have a lesbian playing the supposed sexy female lead in House of Dragons? I can't watch the show anymore. I think so, but she does a really great job. I don't know anything about her personally, but she does a fantastic job in that role.
They're, you know, they've been really good to me. You know, they know we don't compete for the same customer. So like at a moment's notice, I could call either one of those guys and ask them a question about the business, and they're 100% always open to talk to me about it. So, you know, so I, you know, they know we're not competing for the same customer. So,
you know.
But I would say that Black Rifle Coffee has the same exposure as a political brand, right? Like that America military guns brand thing is like, you know, times change. Maybe that thing, you know, things won't be like, people won't be into that in a few years, and then things will be tough. But I've got nothing bad to say about Black Rifle because they've always looked out for me.
Why would you have anything bad to say about them? Why is that what we were talking about? Tiffinal says, is she naked? Have you seen her tits? No, TV shows don't show females anymore. That's a thing of the past. Unfortunately, like women, like that was like an 80s and 90s and 2000s thing. You just see like naked men now. Like every TV show just has naked men. There's like no naked women in TV shows anywhere. It's weird, you know? So like the second episode of House of Dragon has like 9 flaccid cocks in it. It's really strange. Which is fine. I mean, just at least show me a titty so I can like feel balance, you know? I need balance in the force. So
when I was looking at buying a K-cup machine, they're the guys I called. You know, when I was looking at using
what is happening right now on your camera? Why is there just a cat?
It's just sushi.
All right, sushi. Well, there you go. You just pulled your entire desk off. All because of the sushi. All right, okay. That's enough of the sushi accent.
You know, deciding between, you know, basically we roast the coffee. The way you have to make your K-cups in the beginning is you roast all the coffee and you send it to like one of 3 places in the country that has, you know, a cake up machine, a boxing machine, because they're very expensive. And, you know, when I was at that stage of the business, they were like, here's the 3 people we used to use when we were your size. Here's what we paid so you can negotiate. You know what I mean? Like, they look out for me. So I always have nothing but good things to say about them. I'll try to get someone to show us at Walmart. Yeah, that'll be cool. I'll have to change the price. What's the Walmart price? Like, what all their prices ended? 94 cents or 97 cents or something like that. Whatever I have to change the Walmart price to, I'll match across all platforms. I don't know if it's a rule. I don't know if it's a rule, but it seems like everything there ends in like, you know, everything ends in whatever. 90.
He doesn't say anything. He's the last 3 minutes, he hasn't said anything. It's the weirdest thing.
84 cents or 84 cents or 87 cents or something like that. I'm not totally sure. Jeremy, do you have a mod on YouTube? I normally don't even stream to YouTube. Today I accidentally did. I'm Rumble exclusive. So if you happen to be watching on YouTube, move over to Rumble, rumble.com/TheQuartering.
How do you accidentally stream to YouTube? You have to like you have to try to hit the stream button on another platform. I thought, I could be wrong. How you doing, Fly White Girl? Hope you're doing well. Over on Kick and loading us over on Kick. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Love you. We got Alonzo Musk, Complete Random, Tifnal over in Pure Blood over on Rumble. Appreciate you guys. We got a butt ton of people on YouTube. Love you. Appreciate you. Get the hell on it, dog on it. Like the show on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, like the show. If you're on the Rumble, hit the bees up, boys. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I have no connection with Jeremy. I will say CBC is some of the smoothest coffee I've ever had. Really, really good stuff. If you're a Cuban coffee snob like me, you'll agree. Yeah, I mean, all the people who have strong critiques for my coffee have never tried it. You know, it's not dropship trash. I just slap my name on like a lot of people want to think it is. You know,
just ignore what happened today when he totally showed that image on his screen of a label doxing one of his customers and also ordering coffee from a place in Pennsylvania called Java Taza, which is weird.
Every flavor is meticulously dialed in by me and usually 5 to 10 other people. The 100% Kona is my personal favorite. We'll buy it while it lasts because I'm only going to have it until I'm out of it. I don't want to be in the market of $50 bags of coffee. Our Kona is incredible. It's amazing. There are very few Kona coffees on Amazon that aren't a blend. And you know, straight from Hawaii. I had to buy the beans from Hawaii. Shipped to my roaster. Like, I'm in the bean market. Like, anybody who thinks my stuff's dropship, like, I could pull up the Excel spreadsheet right now and show you what, you know, how you have to navigate buying beans, and you buy them in advance, and you know, it's like a stock market.
The thing I love about Jeremy is everything he's saying is it seems to be that he's literally making it all up at the same time. All up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All up. So Swampy says, still stuck on the quartering. This is the first time I've streamed about the quartering in like 3 months. You got lucky, Swampy. Welcome back, brother.
That I have to buy beans on. I want to try a buttery toffee popcorn type flavor in my coffee. Well, we have toffee flavored coffee, but I don't know if the popcorn.
You know, if it was me, and I had a coffee company that people were like tripping balls over and looking for inconsistencies like Luther Morgan and stuff, I would probably just never talk about it again. I wouldn't spend whole streams talking about the coffee the entire time, because 90% of these people that are chatting are literally trying to get him to say shit, and he just falls for it. It's the weirdest thing. Now, granted, he's probably on the sauce 24/7, so that also is a thing. Patrick said "dibby dibby doo." Let's give him a doobie. Here we go. I'm going to give you a doobie.
Doobie doobie doo.
Doobie doobie doo.
There you go.
You know. Anyway, enough about the coffee. Hope you guys will go buy cbc.com, pick some up today, and then once you get it, leave a review. We're redoing all of our listings. We're adding like 8 new lifestyle photos to everything, so hopefully people will have better conversion rates, stuff like that.
Pretty sure he was caught leaving reviews on his own stuff recently too, which is against the Amazon's TOS. But whatever.
Can you do that, or maybe on your vlog channel spreadsheet would clear up a lot? No, I don't really have anything to prove to anybody. The fact that I even know how it's done proves I do it.
Oh, well, shit.
No one knows how to roast coffee beans.
I'm gonna Google AI quantum mechanics, right? And after I Google quantum mechanics, okay, I'm going to be like, well, now you know I'm a quantum physicist because
Right, 'cause I know
how it
about
works.
it.
That's how it is. Yeah, that's it. And if anybody says anything different, I know how it works. Sorry, guys, I know what it's worth. Fly White Girl with 500 kicks. Thank you so much, Fly White Girl. I love you. Appreciate you. Thank you. We're closing in on Naked Snake and the hot tub for the first time ever because we got the hot tub yesterday. Thank you. We're gonna pull a Nick Ricada and jump in there. I need to invite like a bunch of men over so they can like lick my face and stuff though, to make it true Ricada for fun.
Weird.
Oh, that was a wild time. That was a fun time.
Have you ever beans? Yeah. Black Rifle is trying to be neutral politics wise. I mean, look, hey, obviously I compete with them for people's dollars for coffee, but not at this. I mean, it's like saying a lemonade stand competes with Country Time Lemonade. Like they don't care about me in the market. I don't care about them in the market. We have our own customers, you know. You have Kona, new customer, woohoo, yep. Yeah. If you go to buycbc.com, you can pick up, it's 100% Kona. Beans above.
I think I can hear that in the mic. Thank you.
From Hawaii. Extremely expensive. I'm basically selling it at my cost because, you know, I wanted to have it, but yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. I think I have 5,000 pounds left. 4,500 pounds left is what I have.
No, that's his weight.
So
45 pounds?
do I
I
have a
doubt
sample
it.
4,500 pounds.
Oh.
pack? No, I'm looking into it. I'm going to do a
Are you going to keep the camera on sushi all night?
No, I've been going back and forth so they can
sample
sell
pack on
cuties.
K-Cups. So the packaging is the problem with the samples. So what I did was I designed a 24 count K-Cup box that I will have 4 flavors in. Here's a question, then we'll get to the story. To me, if I was picking 4 flavors to put in my K-Cup sampler pack, it has to be blueberry cobbler. That's just, you know, home run flavor. Probably strawberries and cream because that's another home run flavor.
Man, his chat's real good at getting him to talk about coffee. Swampy says, I heard the claim that it wasn't him that reported a channel. It was actually somebody else. Okay, so here's the thing, though. We talked about that like when this first all happened. It doesn't matter if it was Jeremy directly that did it. Jeremy created an environment for people to do it. That's why after this happened, there was like 10 other creators that started striking people. Regardless or not, Jeremy created the environment around it by not denouncing it immediately. He was like, yeah, dude, but they totally were talking shit like about my wife and stuff. So it's totally fine. Right.
But should I include like our standard medium or dark roast, or should I just make it 4 flavors? That's one thing I'm stuck on. Because if I don't put a regular flavor in it, then people who don't like, you know, it's only flavored coffee drinkers will buy it.
Well, if
But it's
half
like-
the box is flavored coffee, then only flavored coffee drinkers are going to buy it anyways.
Yep. Maverick Q says, all I know is Twitter told me don't ever go on a boating trip with your white friends if you're a solo African-American guy. Well, I mean, that's true. That's true. You know, I wouldn't do it. Shit. Now, to be fair, I wouldn't go on a boating trip with anybody because that sounds terrible. Right? Yeah, Ben, that's what I feel like too, you know.
You know, my Colombian roast, it's good. It's good. But it's like there's a billion people who sell Colombian coffee. There's like 3 people on earth that sell blueberry cobbler. You know what I mean? So it's like, do I just do 4 flavors in the multi-pack or do I do 3 flavors in our standard medium roast so that there's something in there for people that don't like flavors? Do 2 options, 1 of all flavors, and then 1 with, do 2, 1 flavored, 1 regular. 2 different boxes. Yeah, I think Nova is right. 4 flavors stand out because really flavored coffee is my niche, to be honest. Like I know our Colombian's great. Our Ethiopian's incredible. But like, I'm competing against a billion Ethiopian coffees and Colombian coffees and dark roast coffees. I'm not competing against many blueberry cobblers or butterscotch toffee.
This is unbelievable content that he's making here. This is fucking crazy. Fly White Girl with 500 kicks says Hot Tub Time Machine. I watched that movie recently. Again. God, I love that freaking movie. It's so damn good, dude. So damn good. Thank you so much, Fly White Girl, for the 500 kicks. I really appreciate that. All the subs, all the kicks. Love you. Thank you, Fly White Girl. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. And Shadow the Top Dog, of course, as per usual. We love our boy. Thank you. Where is the Walmart brown trail flavor? Oh, my God, brother. I remember I used to make videos talking about Walmart horror stories back in the day. And people would shit in the aisles, and it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy to me that Jeremy was one of those people, unironically, that shit in the aisles at Walmart. That's crazy to me. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're 40 away from 200. Spam that like button right now, boys. What's up, Jaguar?
I'm not competing against any vanilla sugar cookies. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Focus on what you're good at flavored. Yeah, you're probably right. Just do 4 flavors. I know when we did the advent calendar, my wife appreciated the regular coffee in there over the flavored. I know that's the thing. That's the thing. By the way, you guys recommended we do a pecan flavor, and I'm testing. I've tested like 7 different mixes so far, blends. I wasn't blown away yet. It usually takes
Babel. I'm right there with you, Babel.
I find it funny that Java Taza company sells a blueberry crumble flavor.
Blueberry crumble. I don't get it. I don't drink coffee though, so I gotta tell you.
I'm just saying, it's like if he is doing drop shipping and he is working with them as a company, they already had a blueberry crumble flavor. Like he's talking about blueberry cobbler.
By the way, Fly White Girl with 5 gifted subs on Kick, going crazy on Kick today. God, she really is a Fly White Girl. Damn. Thank you so much, Fly White Girl. 5 memberships, that puts us 225 from the game night. I love you. Appreciate you. We're gonna play some Halo with the boys when we hit the goal. Thank you guys. That's memberships on any app, by the way. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Fly White Girl. We love you.
I like flavored coffee.
Mm. That's because you're gay. Actually,
Well,
Jeff on the road just said that. That means you are a woman.
You know what? It's actually stupid to flavor the coffee itself. Like, it makes so much more sense to flavor the coffee with flavorings after you brew the coffee. I've never really understood, like, unless it's herbal, like a lavender flavored coffee or something, unless it's herbal or something you wouldn't literally want to put in your cup.
Yeah.
Like, just flavor it after.
Mick says in the Discord, do you want me to start posting it? Well, I'm going to stream it live, but it'll probably be in my Discord, probably my chat. So, I mean, my live chat, even though I was in my Discord, it was hilarious the other day. I don't use my Discord, and I was like, I'm going to start using my Discord because like people deserve, like, I have a space and I don't use it and I need to utilize it. And so I jumped in there one night and I went into VC and I was like chatting. I was like, I'll be in VC, boys. And so I was in VC and I was in there for 30 minutes alone. And I was like, damn, brother. And then I text Sean and I was like, I've been in VC for 30 minutes alone. And he joined while he was working. He's like, hey, brother. And I was like, oh, thanks, Sean. And then eventually it filled up, but it was kind of funny. Because I remember one time when I first started my Discord and it became partnered and it was huge. I jumped into VC as an experiment and it got maxed out in 2 seconds and I had to leave because it was just a cacophony of screams. Cacophony of screams. All right. Let's get back to the coffee talk, huh?
10 or 20 before I'm satisfied with it, but we will try that. All right, let's get into this.
Thank you, James Burns.
I hate flavored coffees, so a variety of regular roast plus Kona would be killer. Kona and a K-Cup would be insane. But yes, include a regular. It's the only way I would even buy a variety pack. What I would love to, what I'd rather do is do like 24-pack sampler. Like,
I have to say, I'm not going to let this finish because I'm kind of tired of the coffee, but I have to say, he's like, my coffee doesn't have anything to do or is not connected to me at all, but then proceeds to talk about it for like 20 minutes straight about the coffees he wants to do and what he wants to do and all this good stuff, right? But I have to put this out there. So this was today. I played this earlier. So Jeremy has been claiming that he doesn't use dropship coffee. And he's been claiming this for a long time. He claims he sources the beans by hand himself. He has his own factory that blends and does all the bean stuff themselves. They all test it. He does that all personally. All right. But then during his stream today, while unfortunately not knowing how to not share his screen, still to this day, this guy has showed his cuck porn Google searches. He has showed porn in general. He has showed so many things by accidentally sharing his screen. And he still hasn't learned to just not share a screen the way he's used to.
Right.
You could share a window. Like you can share a specific Google window, like if you have Google Chrome that has a video playing and you can bounce between them. Right? You can bounce between them without affecting the source on OBS. But he doesn't know how to do that, I guess. So he just shares his whole monitor. So anything he pulls up on his screen. So he accidentally I guess, accidentally doxed one of his customers, and then also showed that the coffee he was shipping was from a company called Javataza, a drop ship company.
Right.
And he's been claiming this whole time that he does not use a drop ship company.
Lockdown. It's quiet almost enough to get
And watch Melanie's face when she realizes it, and then watch Jeremy's face when he realizes it.
out. But there's one vehicle lingering.
We could scroll down to page 3. Continue reading.
Oh my god, you see her eyes get wide immediately.
And she has like a almost disgusted look on her face.
Why?
Look at her.
And Tyler says, "Why did I do it?" And Lance says, "Yeah."
Whoops.
She doesn't know what to do, brother. And then
Oh
of
my
course
God.
Jeremy sees it.
Tyler says, "I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated."
Look at his face. He's like, fuck, I fucked up so hard.
Literally.
His face is, he's like, oh, I fucked up so hard. And what that showed was his coffee that he was sending to his customers he just doxed are actually coming from a company in Pennsylvania, a dropship coffee company called Javataza. So it looks like, I mean, I don't even know if I should say looks like anymore. It's very apparent that he is using a dropship company, even though he's been claiming for like a year now. Actually, he's been claiming for years, right? But he's been claiming for a long time now, since, getting called out, that he actually has his own factory with workers that he pays, and he goes to the factory and tastes the beans and sources everything and himself by his hands. But it looks like none of that was real. I don't even know if I should say looks like. It seems to be that way. Keno Grove says, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. It says, in true Hamlet tragedy, Quartering leaks the location of his dropship factory. Are the 5 to 10 flavor testers in the room with you right now? This is Javataza right here. This is the company that Jeremy's been getting his coffee from, right? Oops. Oopsie daisies. Rest in peace to the bear, the Jer Bear. But again, he'll just claim that that never happened, because that's what Jeremy does. It's very, very interesting, actually. It's very, very interesting. So I think Luther Morgan pulled up a video. He made a video about this, so we can pull that up here in a second. But make sure you guys do me a favor. Spam the like button on the stream. We're almost at 230 away. And we're 200 away from Naked Snake. And then we're working towards the hot tub goal for the first time ever. Full Ricada fashion. Sushi, you fucker. He's stepping on everything. God. All right. Spam them likes, boys. All right, let's pull up Luther Morgan's video, because I know I was excited to watch it, but I had my stream was about to start, and I was like, fuck, I can't watch this. But I'm pretty sure he made this. Yeah, there it is. No, YouTube, stop. So I found out how to make my computer work while streaming now. I don't know if something's amiss in this computer upstairs, but I have to reset my Window Explorer. Where's the sushi cam? Shanny, you just missed it. Sushi's been
I've
on
been
camera.
putting sushi on the camera all night.
Yeah, for like an hour. He's full of shit, Jeff. I agree with that. I agree. Matt Fortuna says no one wants a Ricada stream. Oh, well, you know what? We're going to prove you wrong. And then I'm going to get Nick to fly out here and lick my ears like he did with that one guy. Oh, God. Oh, God. No. All right. Anyways. Whew, that was rough back in the day. That was funny, though. That was a rough time. We were in a tight spot. He was in a tight spot.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
He was in a tight spot. All right. Let's see what Luther got.
And stuff like that by the end of the year. But Jeremy, stickers and drop shipping, how could you possibly be in stores? Right, exactly. Well, let me tell you this. If I was drop shipping, I wouldn't be on Amazon either. The profit margins on drop shipping would not be big enough. But there's a quartering extended universe where people believe that.
I like how he says the drop ship profits aren't high enough, but he also wants to sell his stuff for cheaper because he's a good person. So which is it? You want a higher profit margin, or do you want to sell stuff for cheaper? You can't say both, brother.
And that's fine. We are best June ever.
Hey guys, Luther Morgan here, and unsolved coffee is now solved coffee. And it really is the ultimate irony that just yesterday, Jeremy Hambly was telling us that it wasn't drop shipped. And literally yesterday, I put out a tweet saying, hey, why don't you just tell us where the coffee factory is? Well, guess what? Hambly must have been listening because he obliged. So if we go in
on accident, of course.
over here, there's many people that have
Thank you, Jaguar.
sent me this clip. And basically, it's Jeremy pulling up the shipping labels for his coffee. And you know what? I honestly thought that this was going to happen because he's so careless with his material. I thought that he actually would expose himself. Now, I was thinking it was going to be a email exposure where he was actually accidentally going to show an email from his roaster. That's how we caught him, reporting people to YouTube. I mean, this guy's just so careless where, he signed into Zachary on his Amazon account. That's the owner of Meta PCs. We caught him buying his own coffee on Amazon. That's against the terms of service. He doxed, his own wife's Amazon. He leaked his own cuck porn thing on X on his history. Like, I knew that it was going.
Yeah. So one of the funniest ones was Jeremy got caught scrolling his feed because he would just share his window or his monitor, and he was scrolling X, and it was just cuck porn on his feed, right?
Yeah.
So he was like mad, so he like tried to get out from under it, and he tweeted out, and he's like, Elon Musk, this is disgusting. Why do I see this on my feed? This is bullshit. Got a community note on X immediately, and it was like, the things that appear in your feed are things that you're viewing extensively. That's why it's in your feed.
Oh, God.
So it was him looking for the cuck porn. And I know this for a fact because I looked at a tweet the other day from The Odyssey, the new Christopher Nolan movie that's coming out, The Odyssey. And I was reading the comments on this tweet, and then I backed out and I refreshed my page, and then the next 9 posts were about The Odyssey, right? So that's how that works, Fractal. What's up, brother?
Going to happen. I had a feeling it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. And boy, did he deliver, because not only is it confirmed that Coffee Brand Coffee, where it's coming from, we finally figured that out, but we have in 4K the shipping labels proving that it is drop shipped coffee. So let's get into it right now. So let's actually go through those labels one by one. Now, there were, I believe, 6 distinct labels, and 5 were different locations. So
and you have to ask yourself, let's assume, let's hypothetically give Jeremy the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this doesn't prove anything. Okay, so now we have to answer the question, why do these labels exist?
Right.
That's the biggest issue. What are these and why do these exist? And I don't think he'll be able to answer that. And that's the issue, right? So that the only grace you can give him is, why are these here? And I don't think you can really give a good explanation as to why, proving that he's goofed really hard there. Thank you, Talanas Jermaine. What the hell?
First location, that was 2150 US Business 70 Highway Business West and North Carolina. This is a Amazon fulfillment center. So if we go to the next one, it was 20701 Tramiria Avenue, Riverside, California. And it says FBA, that's Fulfillment by Amazon via UPS. So that is a UPS shipping center where they also do Amazon. Then you go to the next one. This is 615 Boulder Drive in Allentown, Pennsylvania. This is a Amazon fulfillment center. And then if you go to the next one, again, it's 211 North Union Street, Middletown, Pennsylvania. This is a FBA fulfillment by Amazon with UPS, and they do Amazon fulfillment out of there. And then, last but not least, there's 3388 South Cactus Avenue, Bloomington, California, 92316. And that is, again, a Amazon fulfillment center. So all of these shipping labels were coming from the Coffee Brand Coffee manufacturer, which I'm going to get to in just a second. And they were all going to Amazon fulfillment centers from the East Coast out to the West Coast.
So every single label was coming from an Amazon fulfillment center in different places in the US, which is likely because the person that bought it was closer to that said fulfillment center, right? So that's where they're all coming from, as far as Amazon goes.
Right.
But then
that's just the Amazon portion. Right. It's got to be sent to Amazon from somewhere.
And it's about to get to that point right here.
The address where all this coffee was being shipped from was 319 Conowingo Road, Horryville, Pennsylvania 17566. Now, there's two businesses related to this address. The first company here is Noltpack, a co-packing company. So that was actually a theory that I had back in part 2 of Unsolved Coffee. The reason why Jeremy Hambly had to go $300,000 worth of debt was because he was using a co-packer. Well, this is a co-packer that specializes in K-Cups. So that $80,000 K-Cup machine that he supposedly bought, this is the service that he's using, are private label K-Cup co-packing services. This is where the K-Cups come from. I think we can basically guarantee that with 100% certainty. Now you say Noltpack, what the hell is Noltpack?
So that means that when he was claiming he needed all this money, right? He needed all this money for K-Cup machines.
Right.
He actually totally used that money for something else.
Right.
Right. Probably buying a plane for his wife. Darmy Warmy Raid, what's up, brother? Indeed.
Well, if you go
man.
to the Pennsylvania Department of State government website and you type in Noltpack LLC, it is a real LLC out of Pennsylvania. It's the same address, 319. And then if you look here at the governor's, it's Gary Nolt. Now you say, well, who the hell's Gary Nolt? Gary Nolt is the coffee bowl. The other business that uses that address is Java Taza LLC. And if you go to our company here, Gary Nolt is actually in some of the promotional material. So this is where the coffee comes from, at least for the K-Cups. And it's everything, even the bags look very similar to the bags that Coffee Brand Coffee uses. I'm not sure if this is where all the coffee comes from, but I think we can, probably 90% chance this is where most of the coffee comes from.
Well, the fact of the matter is you have all these different labels coming from different Amazon fulfillment centers all over the US. That pretty much gives you some good certainty that all of the coffee coming from all the Amazon fulfillment centers are from this company called Java Taza, which is not Coffee Brand Coffee. It's a drop ship company right there.
But the K-Cups for sure. So if you look here, what are you interested in selling? Bulk beans, 12-ounce coffee, K-Cup. These are all the products that Jeremy has. So, this is definitely one of his suppliers.
And they have a blueberry crumble
what's
flavor.
crazy
Just
about-
like he has a blueberry cobbler flavor.
Shocking.
This guy and the company Java Taza they're an actual coffee company. And if you that because they have promotional material and they actually show off their coffee company. So if you watch this promotional video that's on their website and on YouTube, you can say, okay, yeah, this is the coffee factory. So this is where all the coffee comes from. And it's, this is Gary Nolt. He's the coffee bull. He's the president of Java Taza. He's also the president of Noltpack. So here it is, guys. Jeremy Hambly told us where the coffee is coming from. And the coffee bull here makes the coffee for him. Obviously, you can tell some of the buildings in the background. It's very similar to the address. I'm not going to show the address because it's a residential address, even though it is used for his business. Let's be nice to this guy. Okay. But anyway, this is where the coffee comes from. It's over. It's fucking over. And it's a real coffee company because look, this is where here's the coffee. Here's the roasting facility. Here's my roasting machine that I'm very proud of. I have, I guess Chad Nolt. It's literally Chad Nolt. Chad Nolt, the coffee bull, is making the coffee for Coffee Brand Coffee. It's over. It's fucking over, Jeremy. So now that we know the truth about Coffee Brand Coffee, what's Jeremy going to do next? I mean, are we going to believe him and his lies that it's not drop shipped and that he has a real company and this and that? Or are we going to believe the, cotton 4K proof? Prove it.
The only way Jeremy could really kind of get out from under this is to show his warehouse and go inside of it and film.
Yeah, exactly.
But likely that doesn't exist.
Right.
So he's boned. He's completely boned. Right. Blueberry Boy from Sean. Thank you, brother. Sean. Thank you, man. Appreciate the Blueberry Boy, brother. Thank you. Talon Ass says his coffee's actually pretty bad. I didn't like it at all. Well, shit. His entire chat glazes him over his coffee like 24/7.
That from his supplier directly to the Amazon fulfillment center and then from Amazon to the customer. It's the definition of drop shipped. It's the definition of drop shipping. And, will he continue in these lies and with these delusions of owning a coffee factory? What's going to be his response? Now, if he doesn't respond to any of the controversy, he doesn't try to put anything out. He's just going to put his head in the sand. Now we're really getting into the wackadoo territory where, you know, he talks about all the weirdos, you know, so-called weirdos in the quartering extended universe, which I guess I'm a part of, where we live in an alternate reality. It's like, no, Jeremy, we live in reality. We live in reality where Notepак and Javataza, you know, they're your suppliers. They send it to the Amazon warehouse. You live in the alternate reality where you own this coffee factory and you have this amazing, thriving business.
Well, it's because he thought that if he used that rhetoric, people would buy more from him because they think he's in the coffee. He's
It's like
in the,
you can't do it. You can't get it anywhere else. It's special somehow.
He's doing it. Yeah, he's like doing it with his own hands and shit. By the way, Kiro Lily has rated on Kick. Thank you so much,
Should we
Kiro.
buy some of his coffee and try it?
No, don't give him any revenue.
I know, but like I kind of want to see if it's bad.
No. Thank you, Kiro Lily. Jet Black, JJ Beats, Jay Freezy. What's up, boys? How you doing?
Tiffanol, I like Twinkies, but I also understand the difference in bad and good coffee.
I've had Twinkies twice, I think, in my entire life. I kind of want one.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. Yeah. Thank you, Kiro Lily. We love you. We appreciate you.
You know, because every single time Luther Morgan puts out a video or other people put out a video exposing you, all of a sudden you have the best month of sales.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. And who are you trying to fool? It's over. It's fucking over. And it's never been more dead. And I really wanted to like come out and do the crab dance and celebrate. But really, I'm just glad that like the truth was exposed. And like, I knew it. I knew that he was going to fuck up and expose himself. And he did. So thank you, Jeremy Hambly, for finally telling us where the coffee comes from. And there won't be an Unsolved Coffee Part 6 because it's over. Like, it's fucking over. Like, the investigation's over.
Based Luther Morgan. Yep. It was bound to happen. I'm very surprised that he hasn't like just showed straight up porn on his, like just straight up like somebody getting fucking DP'd on his feed yet. Sean says round 1 fight. Thank you, Sean, for the goal, boy. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you, my man. I put up a 20 gold boy goal over on the YouTube side to get us to the snake, and we're well on our way. And then future to the hot tub. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, brother. We love you, Sean. We appreciate you. So yeah, it's the as far as the coffee goes, like the coffee company goes, it's over. I don't think there's really anything he can say to kind of get out from under that now. The only thing he definitely could do is go to his warehouse that totally exists and film inside of it, which I don't think that's a thing you can do because, again, it looks like it's Javataza. So rest in peace to old Jer. Yeah, it sucks for him, man. Because that was kind of the only thing he could, the only plausible deniability he had, you know, was the fact that no one really knew. Like Luther Morgan's been chasing it for a while. And the fact that he accidentally showed that, yeah, it's kind of over now. So probably the best thing he could do is say, look, yeah, I've been using this company. My dream is to have my own company doing this. And I'm working towards that. And I was trying to will it into existence. I don't even know if that'd work, to be fair. But, you know, you get what I'm saying, right? Just do something. Do something, man. Anyways, well, 19 gold boys from the Gold Boy Goal. Let's start pulling up Hotep. Hotep has a lot of good clips.
Chasing the news cycle is really, 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 really hard. It wears you out. It frays your family relationships. It frays your free time.
I want to replay that.
It frays your family relationships.
That's very, very important, everybody. It's very, very important. It's a very important thing he just said. Just putting it out there. It's the reason he has 2 houses. I'm just putting it out there. Because there's a reason. Yeah. Anyways. William Baker, thank you for the 400 jewels. How you doing, brother? William Baker's back. Hope you're doing well, brother. Spawn says, I thought you were done covering Jarrett. Yeah, in that stream where I was talking about that, I said I might once in a while, depending on what happens. And it's been about a month since I talked about him. And he accidentally showed his coffee company's location today. So I was like, fuck it. You know, we'll talk about it. Luther put out a great video too. So Marvin Cuba says, I just can't wait for Anna Claire to come back. Oh, ain't happening, brother.
It frays your free time. You're constantly tied to your phone. It's the golden handcuffs. Nobody wants to hear people complain, but very few people want to put in that work. I remember when Luke Rodowski and I were eating dinner. We're eating dinner with my wife, and Joe Biden stepped down. We had to leave dinner, left my wife sitting at the table to go outside and record a video.
Yeah, that makes sense as to things that happened after that.
That's degenerate behavior. It's not great, but that's the job that we both chose. And so we had to do that. I'm at bowling. Somebody takes a shot at the president. I have to go, leave my bowling game, shoot a video.
You don't have to do any of those things. Because some weird political thing happened, you don't actually have to cover it because you think you're supposed to. It's just you're obsessed with the number, which is probably why you're alone in your house right now and selling all your possessions. And when I say alone, I mean completely alone in your house right now. For what reason or as to why? I don't know. But there's a reason why. And the reason is because you're chasing this thing, this high that you got in 2019 or 2018 that you're never going to get back.
I would not recommend breaking news for anybody who's not a complete psychopath workaholic.
He's a psychopath. Well, I agree with that. I agree. I gotta be honest. I agree with that. You know, I agree with that. But that's Jeremy. It is actually, I gotta be honest. It's weird that Jeremy made a channel about vlogging so he could share his personal life. I'm like, this is the worst thing you could do, brother. I don't know what you're doing. You know, so. Is he a Wannabe's news reporter? I guess so, but like he's like 1,000 pounds. It probably doesn't work very well. Doesn't work very well. Shout out to Sean, by the way, for being the first gold boy in the 20 gold boy train on the YouTube side. The hype gold boy train for the snake. Get on it, doggone it. Did you run out of your gin? Oh no. Next red boy gets her gin filled to the brim, boys. Thank you guys.
When you look at revenue nowadays, it used to be you could just survive on YouTube alone. Now, when I was having months like that on YouTube, it's important to keep in mind, I had 5 full-time staffers, full-time assistant, 3 video editors, and a graphics designer. Average salary about $6,500 per person. And I also pay 50% in tax.
By the way, everything he's saying here is him boasting about how much money he had to expend on content. Has nothing to do with informing anybody.
So people hear 100 grand and they're like, whoa, that's a crazy number. Well, after you pay your staff, that's 60 grand. After you pay your taxes, that's about 30 grand, which is still insane, stupid, crazy good money. That's what like peak YouTube was like for about 1 million subs kind of thing. Nowadays, it's very different. You have to do shorts which pay almost nothing.
Again, you don't have to actually, but you know, I digress.
Maybe you make on a 1 million view video, you might make $1,000, $2,000 or something like that. A 1 million view short, you make about $30. It's a numbers game though. People say, why are you doing so many shorts, Jeremy? Well, because it's a numbers game. Now I get, across my multiple channels, about 50 million shorts views a month. So you can do the math. It's not a lot, but it helps pay my staff. And
which is weird to me because he's like referring to his staff, and I wager that he doesn't actually have a staff because his shorts and his videos have 0 editing. It's just a cut from him from a stream talking, like literally with 0 editing. It's just like start to finish, minute 1 hour and 13 to 1 hour and 21 with 0 jump cuts or anything or any like pictures on screen. And you can do that yourself as a creator in quite literally like 30 seconds. So I don't know why you would need a staff for that. So that's very strange, right? People like ASMONGOLD, they have editing in their videos and jump cuts in their videos. Right. That's what their staff's for, is editing so there's no dead air. You hit all the points and you hit a certain number, like 8 minutes on YouTube, right?
The business model is so different now than when I started on YouTube, and the money is much, much, much harder to make. The 100,000 a month is dead now. That's just not going to happen. But what people do is, well, you go wide, like my body, okay? So I have a main channel. I have my Jeremy Hambly channel. I have Quartering Live. I have my live stream revenue. But all of this is, I used to work.
But he doesn't have live stream revenue because he doesn't stream on YouTube anymore on his quartering live channel on YouTube. Because he was getting destroyed so hard on YouTube, because unless you buy concurrent viewers on YouTube, you're not going to get a lot unless you're really, really entertaining and really relevant. And he was getting like 190 viewers on his quartering live channel. So yeah, that's why he stopped streaming on there, because you can't fake that. Whereas on Rumble, he gets like 1 billion concurrent with like not much chatting. It's very interesting,
2 hours, 3 hours a day when YouTube was crazy good. Now I work about 10 to 12 hours a day just to make a significant percentage less than what it used to be. But you go wide. My coffee company, okay? We do a couple $100,000 in sales a month. Pretty good. Do well on Amazon. We're rolling out to Walmart. I suspect once we're in Walmart, sales will probably double.
A couple $100,000 at a $2 to $3 profit margin because of drop ship coffee. That's probably a couple $1,000. Maybe a couple thousand, $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
There's a reason. Okay. There's a reason why he's selling everything. Okay. You're making $5,000 on YouTube, maybe maximum. You're making zero. Let's be honest. You're making zero on Rumble. And then you get a couple 100,000 sales in coffee, but it's drop ship. Even though we haven't seen these numbers, no one has. But assuming that's true, drop ship, you're looking at maybe $2 to $4 in profit margin. He's making less than $10,000 a month, and he probably had at least $25,000 in overhead a month. And I'm pretty sure he's probably lowered that now by probably $10,000. I'd imagine his mortgage alone is $10,000 though.
If at minimum, margins will double because Walmart takes much less than Amazon. But again, Coffee Brand Coffee has employees. It has graphics team. It has customer service people, which is now me. But it has, people I have to pay to run the roasters. People I have to pay to do fulfillment. People I have to pay to put the K-Cups in a K-Cup box. People I have to pay to buy the beans. People I have to pay to do advertising.
By the way, this is all like a weird delusion of reality. Like, he's like, I have to pay all these people that are sourcing beans and putting stuff in boxes. And I'm like, but we know now through him screwing up with the Java Taza thing that he actually doesn't have any employees. And there's a reason why the customer service is just him, right? So why is it that the customer service is outsourced to himself? I guess I shouldn't say outsourced, but the customer service for some reason is directly handled by him personally, but nothing else is. Kind of sounds like there's only one job that needs to be done on his end, and that is customer service, because the rest is being done by another company.
Yeah.
Well, I have to pay to run my Shopify website. My website alone costs about $2-3 a month. So a lot of people get caught up in the numbers, and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy, he makes $100,000 a month. He must be a billionaire." By the time it's all said and done, I make a decent living, a very good living, one that I'm very blessed to have.
God, his autism's wild. Now, granted, he said he has Asperger's, right? So there's that. He did say that. So at least we know. He does this. He does the flex thing. He does this the humble brag. That's the thing that the quartering does a lot, is the humble brag. You know what I mean? The humble brag. That's how it is sometimes. What's up, Deadpool Dubs? How you doing, brother? Drink the hot tub as I sit here wasted. What's he talking about now? What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, I actually filled my hot tub up yesterday for the first time.
For the first time.
Yeah, because we just finally got it in after ordering it like 2 months ago. So it's been pretty nice. It's been pretty nice. We have a goal at the bottom, a hot tub goal. The Ricada hot tub goal. Toxic Jet House says this is straight retardation. I agree, brother. I completely agree with you, man. 100%. Why would his website cost $2,000 a month? I don't know. I had a website at one point in time, and it was very cheap. Granted, I don't think I kept it. It like expired after a year, and I totally forgot. So rip. But I never really used it. I'm not good at like having 18 different things going on. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. So I can shit in his cereal now. Yes, sir. Did you pee in the hot tub? No, I don't pee. So the only time I ever pee in a pool is when it's my pool and I'm 2 sheets to the fucking wind. If I'm like completely sober,
There was plenty of people that did not get out of the pool for a very long time on
That's
July
true.
4th.
Yeah, no, like if I'm completely sober, I will get out of the pool and walk to the kitchen bathroom, take a pee, and come back. But if I'm like 10 shots deep, yeah, I'm probably just pissing. I would imagine. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't remember anyway. So it's fine. You know? So it's fine, brother. Don't worry about it. It's my pool. It's my pool. I'll pee in it now. Damn, that's a yawn and a half right there.
I'm tired.
God. Well, we got a little bit of time. Well, how much we got left on our goal boy goal? We got 40 minutes left on the goal boy goal. So, and then we'll wrap. We'll wrap. But we got a little while. So let's start pulling up some clips here. All right. Talked about Hambly for like an hour and a half. Jesus. It's weird how you can talk about him forever because he just keeps saying shit. He just keeps saying shit forever. Why? All right, let me scroll down here because I got so many things bookmarked now. Let's see. All right. First things first, boys. And I'll get your opinion on this. I've been really, really wanting to get to this segment because that's how I am. You know? Yeah, Jeff on the roads. I completely agree, brother. Completely agree. Yes. Yes. You took a nap earlier for this reason.
An hour. And what time did I go to bed last night after we watched Moonfall?
That was not yesterday.
I don't even know what
Moonfall? That was like 3 days ago. With Sean? Sean left. He's gone. Sean's gone. He's dead now.
Well, I woke up at 7, so.
We watched Moonfall last night. That was a long time ago. The dude says an hour was long. Dude, brother, I used to go, I would fly to a racetrack and I would be up all night because I can't sleep before racing. Never can. I would go to sleep at 5 a.m., wake up at 6:30 and drive to the racetrack. And I would race like 250 laps for 3 hours, red flags, heat and stuff, all on an hour of sleep. I did that so many times.
Yeah, but like you stock up on sleep. Like you sleep like on average 12 hours a day.
On average. Okay. Deadpool says, I'm not allowed to super chat anymore. Your moderator blocked me. I don't think they have, Deadpool, because I see you, but that's weird. Are you saying anything spicy like penis? I appreciate that, brother. I do have a direct PayPal though that I put towards everything. If you want to do that, I love you, man. Thank you, man, for thinking about me. Or Kick as well. Kick is over there, so I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. But the mods don't ban anybody. There's a guy that comes in the stream every stream to just talk shit about me, and I just love him. I think he's great. He's fun. He's actually a pretty good troll though. Most of the time they're terrible, like they're really low effort. But he's a pretty good one. Nothing spicy, Deadpool. Well, that's weird. Well, I have the direct, which is Mick Stellar posted it. It's like, I think it's that. It might be that or that. I don't know. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hong Kong Fooey. No, Hong Kong Fooey sucks. I do like Hong Kong Fooey though. No, it's that YouTube Bam Bam. He's funny. I think he's kind of funny. Oh, let's go. Gold times again. How you doing, brother? All right, let's read this real quick, and I want your opinion on this, okay? All right. All right, here we go. That's the wrong window. So this says, ex-sex worker, 35-year-old female, feeling like the internet has lied to me about my dating prospects. Says, so putting it all out there, I used to be an escort in my 20s and a tiny bit into my early 30s. I still cam a little on the side, but I'm essentially financially independent. I own my own home, and I'm starting a small business online. I never took dating seriously and never looked for real relationships until I turned 30. After which I had a sudden desperate urge to settle down. Oh no. I've been dating for more than 4 years now and I'm feeling beyond dejected. I truly believe no man will ever be able to accept my past and see me for who I am, and I'm worried I can't do anything about it. But the annoying thing is I can't help but feel really misled by the internet. I feel like every time I posted a question about sex work online, at least 80% of the replies are something like, I don't care what your past is like. Being a sex worker is not a deal breaker for me. This has not been true in real life. I've been on countless dates, and the ones that have gone relatively well all abruptly end the moment I tell them about my sex work. I haven't met a single guy who's been okay with that. And there's been tons that just wanted to hook up, but that's not what I'm looking for. Where are all these internet men in real life? Are people just flat out lying? Or am I just supposed to go for a different type of men? I'm mostly attracted to professional clean-cut men around my age, but no one so far has shown any interest.
Okay, so first of all, she was listening to advice from gooning men online who like have no post nut clarity, right? So first of all, you have to imagine the type of men that are commenting on our posts and saying, "Oh no, I would date you." What type of men those are, and then also imagine that 50% of those men would change their mind after some post nut clarity. So it's like, why would you think that that was the truth? Also, I think there's plenty of content and commentary online regarding like women's prospects after doing sex work. I don't think, and common sense alone. So all those things, I'm really surprised that she is surprised.
Well, you're asking Reddit, and the 95% of the dudes on Reddit are completely sexless. And they're like, yeah, I would marry a sex worker. You say, yeah, because it's your only option.
And conveniently, there's no pictures of those guys on Reddit. Like their picture isn't there. You don't know what they look like.
Yeah, look, let's be completely honest and transparent here. I would never date a sex worker. And I don't have a problem with you. I don't think you're a terrible person or anything. It's just I don't, that's not within my preference, and I don't need that, and I'm not interested in that, and I'll be transparent with you. But look, like, yeah, your consequences have actions, right? Like being a sex worker means you've been enthralled in like other men for over a decade, and most men don't want to be involved in that, especially not men that have their shit together. Your only opportunity now are the Seans of the world, right? That's just how it is. Like, the only opportunity is going to be guys that suck. Like, a guy that has his shit together isn't going to go for the lowest bet. They're not going to go for the less sure thing. People that have their shit together, they have their shit together for a reason.
Right. And they haven't done something to cause such detriment to their future, right? Because you are now Googleable, right? And the people, it sounds like she's trying to date, she says clean cut men like herself, are concerned about their image, right? Like they're concerned about like if it looks like they have integrity and respect and, you know, these things. And so having somebody in their life, like marrying someone who used to do sex work, is a blot.
Well,
right? Like it just is.
The easiest thing you can point out or say about this is the guy that has his shit together can get a better person than you. Why would he choose that? So I can get a girl that's completely normal, that's been with like 5 dudes and she's 24. Why the absolute fuck would I choose a 34-year-old woman that's been with like 2,000 guys on camera?
And it's not to say that she couldn't find anyone. Obviously, she totally could.
She could.
It's just
not the guy she wants.
It's not the guy she wants.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Deadpool says, let's try this. We all love Jill Valentine's skirt. I agree.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like the scenario where someone looks juvenile. Like, you know, when women are really small
like
and
Shauna,
they kind of have like
Shauna
a
Ray,
girlish face, right? And you always have to wonder, okay, well, if they find me attractive, you know what I mean? And it's like that for women who have done sex work. It's like, he's gonna be a degenerate, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael says, I'm not a troll, I just have Asperger's. We love our Asperger's, boys. Thank you, Michael. Maverick Cuba says she can always just move and lie about her past. That is true.
Yeah, like that is her best option.
Just lie.
She absolutely should do that. She should get some sort of surgery to make it plausible deniability that it was her, and she should change her name, and she should do all those things.
But
for sure.
When she gets caught, she's not going to be able to like.
I mean, if you do enough, you won't get caught.
But if she does get caught lying about all that, her dude is well within his right to dip the fuck out.
Right, but you can entrap them before then to where like.
All right. Okay.
I'm just saying that's her only option.
Okay. All right. Keep in mind, boys, we have a 250 membership goal for the game night sometime this month. We're at 25 out of 250.
Get pregnant with his baby.
Gross.
There's nothing you can do.
Her womb, it is barren. All right, we got the next one here. So check this out. This says, what is the worst thing someone has ever done to you? Someone replied, I cheated on my ex. It was a one-time thing, whatever. And after he found out from a mutual friend, his response was to sleep with not one, not two, but all 5 of the girls in my friend group over the course of a month. Needless to say, I'm no longer friends with them, and now I have trust issues. Interesting.
That's funny because he also has trust issues now. It sounds like the perfect karma to me.
Yeah, that's like, what can you expect? And I love how it was phrased as, what is the worst thing that's been done to you?
Yeah.
It's like, did you not forget? Okay, did you not forget that you?
That's rage bait. Someone posted that.
Like,
early.
well, think about it this way. It's like, I shot a guy, and then like another guy shot at me in defense. Like, that's the worst thing. Why would anybody do that?
It's literally like fanfare. Like when you're watching a show and there's this really awful character and something terrible happens to them. Like that was totally posted knowing that people would not take her side and would be like, yeah. Well, and also like, does it really say much about him as much as it says something about your friends? Like, you should be more mad at them.
Yep. Well, that's just how it is. Here's one right here. Where'd it go? that one's too close to reality for me. Where'd it go? I think it's at the very top, actually. This one's actually very similar. It's always like, I just cheated once. Why are they mad? It's like, what do you mean? Why are they mad? You know? So, worst thing existence. Ronnie Racky. What's up, Metropunk? How you doing? What's up, Shani? Welcome back, baby. Hope you're doing well. So this one right here says, I cheated on my husband once, one time in 10 years, and he vanished like I was some kind of monster. No conversation. No, let's work through this. Just an empty house and divorce papers calling me a cheater like I'm nothing. That was 2 years ago. 2 years of me apologizing, requesting, crying, consuming, all by myself and hopeless while he refused to even let me explain. 10 years of marriage, of building a life together, and he forgets me like I mean nothing. Yeah. That's how this is supposed to work.
That's called self-respect. Like,
I am the victim here. Okay. I have to face accountability. I like
that
how
means you literally sacrificed 10 years of marriage.
Yeah.
You did that. That is what you put on the chopping block when you did that.
I like how just accountability makes them like the victim in the story and the person against them the villain immediately. It's like not the fact that I did a thing, it's the accountability that made me a victim. It's crazy. Like, right. I wish men got that. I wish us as men got that. Like, we got.
Now, if she had said like, well, he cheated on me and and then later I cheated on him and, whatever, maybe, but this is crazy.
But it's the weird thing is, it's like this strange accountability thing. It's like, men we don't get that, right? Like, we don't get this thing where we get to avoid accountability and pretend like we're the victim for getting cheated on. No, like if we do the deed, we got to fucking be like, we did the fucking thing. We are the bad person. But women can be like, oh, it's actually me who's the victim because you didn't show me enough attention last week. What?
Men do that shit too, though.
Well,
men absolutely do that shit.
They try, but they don't get looked at like by society as the victim. Right? Of course, men try to do that shit, but society. I
don't think women get looked at as the victim when they cheat on someone either.
They totally do by their peers and their friend groups for sure. For sure.
Yeah, but anybody's friend group is going to be biased like that.
Not if you're a dude, bro. I have dude friends right now who would turn me in. Like if I did anything, I have dude friends right now that would fucking message you and be
that's
like,
just
"Guess
because
what Cody
they like
did?"
me better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because they think they're going to get a crumb of fucking vagina too. Men will turn other men in so they can get a hope to sleep with that guy's girlfriend.
Women do that too when they're jealous of. Women do that when they're jealous of their friend's man.
You can't sit there and tell me that like women don't have less accountability in these situations. They totally do. Women totally don't have the same amount of accountability.
Men have so many reasons they claim for why they cheat. Like, I can't help it. It's just in my nature. It's biology. Like, we're not meant to be, we struggle with monogamy. Men have so many reasons for denying accountability about cheating.
Oh, yeah. Okay. In every portion of nature, men have accountability. Like, for example, if I didn't make like any money in life, I would be living in a trailer or living like on the street. Every single girl, with the exception of a small percentage, could just like get a boyfriend and move in with them immediately. That's the difference. It's like men just have to face more accountability.
Okay, what does that have to do with this scenario? We're talking about
it comes
like,
down. It dips its way into everything else. Is that what I'm saying? It comes into everything else. Your dude friends will call you a piece of shit for doing the thing. Women friends will call you a hero for doing it. That's the fucking difference.
Are you shitting me? Are you literally shitting me right now that there isn't locker talk about men like cheering each other on for cheating on their spouses or like whatever? Are you kidding me?
No, like I don't know. I don't know about locker room talk. I don't know about that. I've never been in a conversation where it's like, yeah, dude, I was fucking this bitch, and it was totally not my wife. I've never experienced that yet, right?
Or talking about doing it.
Maybe, but it's not generally like, yeah, brother, props, do it, have a good time, bust that nut. Whereas women will be like, you deserve it.
Oh my god. Okay,
You don't think so?
we're just not going to agree on this
Okay.
topic.
All right. Well, whatever, you bitch. Whatever. All right, thank you. I'll say before.
And of course, everyone in your chat is going to be like, men don't do that.
I mean,
They fucking do.
everybody does it to a degree, but it's more socially acceptable for a woman to say she's a victim in that situation. Is all I'm saying. Men, if a man cheats on Twitter, they will like lose their whole career and everything. If a woman cheats, she can be like, well, he hasn't been home. He's been working a lot, and there's a lot of people that will sympathize with it.
I agree that the circumstances are different. Like the circumstances are different, just like they are for reasons why women cheat or reasons why men cheat. Sure, right? But like, you can't tell me that men don't have their own copes for why they cheat.
Sure, yeah, well, that's just human nature, of course. All right, next one. All right. Well, who is that? Black Seal's like, pull up. It's like the airplane when you're fucking sky. Pull up. Sean says, see my above post about accountability. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you, brother. Let's scroll up and see Sean's post about accountability. B. Dragon PDH. What the fuck, Shanny? All right, hold on. Where is it at? Damn it. Sean, when you say above post, what does that mean? Does that mean like an hour ago, brother? Because that's not how that works. Helena changed her picture to a kitty. Look at it. You see it?
I love it. I want to go adopt 2 cats. 2.
No.
At one time.
Fuck no.
If we adopt a cat, it's going to be a younger cat than Sushi. Sushi's not going to want to play with it. We need to adopt 2 at a time.
Yeah.
That way Sushi can't gang up on them either, because Sushi's an asshole.
Complete Random says Cody isn't lying. If it starts going on social media that a man cheated on his wife, his employer will fire him for moral reasons after the mob of cancel Karens targets him.
Good. Fuck him. No, I'm kidding.
That's funny. Art says, when one of my friends has cheated, everybody viewed it negatively, but I think it's depending on the type of male friends you have. There's some shitty dudes in the world. I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit. I totally agree with that, Art. I think there's different circumstances, different types of people. It depends on who you surround yourself with, but there's bad on both sides.
Yeah. My kind of original point is, dudes generally look at it negatively. Obviously, not all dude friends do. Not all dude groups do. Calm down. Let me finish. Jesus. But I'm saying women will always say, slay girl, like you deserve it. Like he's a piece of shit.
There is groups of women like that, yes.
Yeah.
Just like there are groups of women that like fucking slobbered all over that Fresh and Fit podcast bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is the rate, it's like an 80-20 on each side. Like, there's 20% of dudes that'll cheer it on, 80% think it's negative, and on the other end, it's 80% of women will say you deserve it.
Oh my God.
You don't think so?
Okay.
You don't
no,
think so?
I don't. No.
Okay. I don't see it that way. Thank you, Art. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you would shit on me, Art. I know that for a fact. Sir Flines with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. That puts us at 30 out of the 250.
I like Matt All Day's comment. She said, do women really have double standards, or is it more like double the amount of standards? Men are like warm hole, tight ass. Women are like, have your shit together. Like, do your chores, take care of yourself so I'm not a mother to you. Like,
me and my boys always high-fived in a sword fight. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the way you should do it. Okay. That's the way you should do it. All right. I agree, Metro. King of Cats. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of what I'm talking about. All right. All right. Next one is, oh God, it's so zoomed in. Jesus. Did you say do your chores? Jeff said, did you say do your chores? That's funny, Jeff.
without a list.
All right. Here we go. So it says, why do so many young men seem completely uninterested in life? I don't mean this as an attack. I'm genuinely confused and concerned. My cousin is in his mid-20s and basically lives like a NEET. No job, no school, no ambition, no hobbies outside of video games and anime, no interest in relationships, money, independence, travel, fitness, or anything. He spends almost all day online and seems emotionally flat about the future. What worries me more is his attitude towards women and life in general. He says dating is a waste of time, talks about women like they're beneath him or annoying, and seems convinced there's no point to try anything. His parents support him completely, and he seems perfectly content staying in his room indefinitely. The weird part is this doesn't even seem rare. I keep seeing more young men detached from society, don't want careers or families, avoid socializing, and seem to retreat into games, internet culture instead. Some are openly bitter or nihilistic. So what's the actual cause? Is it economic? Is it economic homelessness, social media, porn, mental health, fear of failure, or reaction to modern dating culture, overprotection, parenting, something else?
Here's what I think. My hot take is that, like you said, and I'll concede to, women have fallback plans. They have, their accountability is lessened by the fact that someone is willing to take care of them.
Yep.
Right. And there's been all this, for decades, this men and women are equal, like rhetoric. Right. And I think younger men are taking that to heart, and they're kind of bratty and bitter about the fact that they actually have to go out into the world and make a name for themselves and make their own success.
Yep. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. And so, yeah, like as a guy, you have like a million obstacles. And here's the issue, right? Not only
a normal amount of obstacles.
Not only do you have to go out and create your own value in society, right? You're also told your entire life growing up that you are the reason society's so negative. You are the problem and you need to leave.
Right. Like, and there's been a lot of that with like, especially white males being, villainized and whatnot.
But it does branch out to all males, really.
Right.
Yeah. So,
but I will say, women taking the road of not having self-accountability doesn't turn out well for them. You don't want to be dependent on a man who like right out of the gate is willing to like take you in and take care of you. Like a lot of times that ends extremely poorly for women. I'm just saying that too. Like, yes, it's unfair, but also the women that take the easy way out don't have a lot of options in life. They kind of get fucked.
Yeah. Well, their options change. And this is like the nature, right? So like men are fucked out of the gate, 18 to 29, 34. And then usually through trial and error and getting your shit kicked in, if you survive the shit kicked in portion and you start taking a handle on life, by the time you're 38 or 40, you have your shit together and now you're fucking like, you're hanging out with 25-year-old girls. Women, it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Like, so women can be like, they're flying high from 18 to 29, 30, sometimes even later. And then that shit drops like a rock, and they're on the opposite end of the spectrum. So you have these two people that are the same age, and they're pissed at each other, right? One of them's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to date you. Like, I have my own business. I'm doing shit." And the other one's like, "Oh, well, you're a pedophile then," And it's because they played for those years, and they took advantage of their cards they had. And men are taking advantage of the cards they have now. So it's a society, and I don't know if it's always been this way, but society's like kind of wormed its way into this like female dominated 18 to 30 and then male dominated 35 to 50 or something.
the truth is that the happy path for both men and women is to get your shit together and be able to survive on your own laurels.
Yep.
Right. And so really when you get down to the basics like that and you lay it out, the happy path is the same amount of effort and strive for both.
Yeah, and what could fix all of this is if your parents told you this and somehow kids retained it, but they don't, right?
Right.
So like your every father or mother is going to tell their daughter, look, I know you think like you want to date this 30-year-old guy right now at 16 and you think you're like really mature, but you're actually retarded and you should stop.
And he doesn't respect you. He sees you as a sex toy.
Yeah, and then but girls at 16 don't hear that. They hear, oh, you're just trying to control like what I'm doing. I'm actually really smart and you don't get it. And then they do that for 10 years and then they're like, wow, I like fucked up everything.
Right.
Whereas men will do the same thing, right?
Well, yeah, but and the happy path for men too is finding a woman who has done her due diligence and became successful on her own. And like, you know, if you want to be a trad wife from there, that's different, right?
Yeah.
That's, you know, it's you don't want to be a 35-year-old dating a 24-year-old. You can do that for funsies, but like at the end of the day, that's not going to be great for you.
Yeah. Amateur with a goal boy, the third goal boy out of 20 for the goal with 20 minutes left says, I have an engineering question. What sight glass could I install in a 250-gallon tote of hydrogen peroxide that would be vapor locked? Thank you, amateur. Appreciate
What?
I don't think she's that type of an engineer, brother.
I mean, I could look up the specs of different things and I'm not going to do work.
What's up, Brian D77 says, hey, PDH. What's up, Cody? How you doing, brother? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. She doesn't get it. 175 until Naked Snake, and then on to the hot tub stream with a little bit of time left. Shout out to Surf Wines. Whisker Throttle. What's up, baby? How you doing?
I just don't think we're getting to the hot tub stream tonight.
That's fine.
They don't deserve it.
I'm still going to jump in that bitch, though.
Yeah, well, of course.
I'm going to pound some spaghetti, get in the hot tub. Hell yeah, brother. King Cat says, what kind of engineer? She's a mechanical engineer.
Yeah, that's what I got my degree in.
All right. My mental capacity can't fake that. Your mental capacity can barely flush a toilet, Billy. Come on. Come on, brother. Come on, Billy. All right. Just kidding. We love you. Next one. Here we go. This says, I only friend zoned you because you're too perfect. And this person responds, that makes sense. Then they say, you'd make a better husband than a boyfriend, and I wanted to keep you around until the time was right. If we ever dated and broke up, I'd hate to lose you forever. All girls keep the good ones around until the time is right. Imagine reading that, and it's like, oh, you're not good enough to just like go through my guts for a little while. I'm saving you for when I'm like, I need money and I need somebody that's stable, you know, that'll take care of me.
It's just saying, so let's get married, but let me go fuck a bunch of guys real fast. Like, that's literally what she's saying.
Yeah, that would be a block.
Yeah. I think that she was. So here's the problem. I think women try really too hard not to hurt people's feelings.
Yes.
When men don't operate like that, men operate by just tell them unsugar-coated the truth, right?
Yep.
And I think she was just trying not to hurt his feelings. Like she was trying to keep his ego intact while denying him.
Yeah. Speaking of ego, make sure you guys do me a favor and hit that like button as hard as you can right now. Richard says, I have a race car question. Why is my engine light on? I would probably just throw it away, to be honest. So thank you.
Throw it away.
Just straight to the trash.
Yeah.
Straight in the trash, brother.
Yeah. Like, okay. I will give her this though, and everyone's going to hate me for this take. There were some guys that I would have been like, all right, if we're both 40 and single, like, let's, whatever. Because I won't care at that point. But that's not a compliment. That's not good.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It's like we get along really well. We could be like, besties and technically married and then procreate if we need to, but like
procreate. What's up, Daily Dysfunction? How you doing? All right, let's continue, boys. Marriage packs are different, Sean. They're different. I seen them first. All right, boys. 170 from Megan Snake. Oh my god. 3 out of 20 gold, boys. Oh my god. All right. Next one is this one right here. We'll see what happens here. Says, after meeting up, I don't feel any guilt. I don't feel guilty after meeting up with my AP, where my AP feels he needs to reset after. And this is the person she's hooking up with. Sometimes that means he'd actually totally platonic the morning after before we part ways. Or if it was a multi-day meetup, he'd sacrifice our last night together for his reset. I don't get it. I suppose I should be grateful that he's got some sense of morality, but it seems so arbitrary. If it was a one-night meetup, then he doesn't need a whole night and a day to reset. But if it was a multi-day meetup, then instead of savoring the last moments together, he acts like I'm one of his bros on the last night. And it doesn't make any sense to me. If you don't want to feel guilty, maybe stop cheating on your wife. This is life. Is supposed to be our alternate reality. Compartmentalize better. Since I don't feel guilty and I don't feel the need to reset before cheerily greeting and kissing my husband when I get home, I need your insight. I know I'm an asshole, but my lack of guilt compared to him makes me wonder if I'm some kind of sociopath. How many of you are like me or like him? What do you think about that? She's mad because the guy that she's hooking up with that's also cheating on his wife he feels guilty and she doesn't.
Repeat that again. This is complicated.
So she's married and she's cheating on her husband with a guy who is also married.
Okay.
The guy she's cheating with gets really guilty after because he feels bad that he cheated on his wife. And she's like mad at him for feeling any guilt because she doesn't feel any guilt at all for cheating on her husband.
She should feel even more bad now because that means that that guy that she's cheating with has a relationship he doesn't, a marriage he doesn't want to walk away from, and he really cares about his wife. So like she's literally home wrecking that, whereas her shit's already done clearly. So it's like, yes, she doesn't have the integrity and the respect and the morals to like leave him first, but it's clear she already wants to. So like, what she's doing isn't good, but it's not as bad as someone just like cheating on someone they truly love. Like,
yeah, I don't understand that at all. Like it's very interesting to me. Like why, especially why be mad. I mean, if you feel that way, just don't say anything.
And it shows zero empathy, right? Because like she's taking it personally. So I think this entire tryst that she's in is an ego trip, and that's all it is. And she's a selfish person that just needs ego strokes.
Thank you, Ohio man, for your watermelons. I appreciate you, brother. Sledge says, I know a married couple where they both get upset at each other, but they both cheating on each other. Bro, I know literally like 5 couples that have done this where they constantly cheat on each other, and then they're constantly mad at each other for cheating on each other, and it's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen. Leave each other. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. Look, if you're married for 20 years, shit happens sometimes and you work through stuff. But like I've known couples that were either together for like a month or together for like a couple of years, and they will constantly cheat on each other like all the time. And then they will be mad at each other when they each find out about the single instances that they found out about, and they're mad. And I'm like, this is the most insane shit. I remember like years ago, like in my, last relationship, there was like cousins and like cousins of people, and they were married. Of course, everybody was like the marriage age, and they were literally always cheating on each other. And then like the wife would be angry the husband's cheating on a girl at the gym, but she's also like boasting about the guy that she's fucking, that like she's been fucking for 6 months. And I'm like, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. How are you guys mad at each other? Because it was funny, because I'm thinking of a very specific example where I was like in the room, and like the woman, which was like a cousin, was extremely mad that her husband was cheating or had cheated. And then she, in the next sentence, she talked about how she had like a boyfriend that she was fucking all the time. And I'm like, what? Why are you mad at him when you were actively in another relationship? And none of it makes sense. But this is a lot of couples. Like you'll see this a lot, where couples will regularly, like fucking weekly, have like another girlfriend or boyfriend, and then they're mad at each other. And I'm like, what is happening?
It's the same reason why people stay in any toxic relationships. It's an ego stroke that they're constantly in this tug of war with this person, and it's like everything is so, it's like a TV show.
Yep.
Like a TV show relationship where there's constantly drama, and like they still choose each other, and I don't know.
Well, I think some people just enjoy that. It's exhausting for me. All right, boys, we have 14 minutes left before we log off here. We're 170 from Naked Snake for the third in a row. Previous record was 637. Whew. Crazy shit. Thank you guys so much for hanging. I love you and I appreciate you. Do me a favor and like the show. We're almost to 250. Spam the living balls off that like button as hard as you can. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back a little early tomorrow because we're gonna go see Young Washington or something. Yeah, we're gonna go see that like at 10. So I'm gonna stream from like 6 until 9 or something tomorrow, and then Saturday will be normal, and then I'll take off Sunday and relax a little bit. So spam them likes, boys. Yeah, Lex Dunn, and that's very normal. Yep. Yeah, they took Anna's straw and pissed her off. What are you guys talking about? What are y'all talking about? Somebody talking about Star Wars girl? No idea. That's true, Toxic Jedi. It's been a while since I wrecked a car. It's been too long, brother. Been too long. Metropunk says 100% reality TV. I know some people that date losers, so they have someone to talk about. Maybe, maybe. Thank you, Tiffany. Young Washington was awesome. I've heard it's great from everybody that's watched it so far. So
Tiffany said she swore off casual sex because it's just not worth it. That's like one of the things that I think women learn too late. Like they think it's always going to be different. I feel like women, the person has to know you, right? Like for it to be super pleasurable, right? Like a man has pleasure just doing what he does, right? And then for a woman, it's like it's a whole thing. I don't know. It's not. You're right. The experience is not worth it, and then the risk and the degradation is also not worth it.
Sean says, "What's wrong with casual sex? It depends on who you are. Like some people can't do it, right? Because like there are some people out there that will boast that they like totally can handle casual sex, but then they end up catching feelings every time with everybody they hook up with. So it's actually they actually can't handle casual sex. So I think it's probably a more rare type of person that can handle it versus that can't, right? So I've had guy friends, back in the day that could hook up with girls like once a week and never think about it again. But then I've had guy friends that literally every single girl that they've ever had sex with, they fall in love with and try to marry, like 100% across the board. So there's two different types of people. There are people that can do it and never think about the person again, and there's people that like can't even remotely do it. And I've always thought it was strange. I'm like, what? It's basically just me making stomach pancakes, but there's a human involved. Amateur says, I have a mechanical engineering degree. I have 2 250-gallon totes of hydrogen peroxide. I need to dose a 50-acre pond with. Will a 30-foot monolithic aluminum boat hold the 8 of both totes? Yes. I would say yes.
Try it. Let's see.
I would say yes. As a non-engineer, I would say yes. 100%. So, but that's just me. Anyways, both types of people are okay. Just be upfront about it. Sure. I mean, I'm not saying any person's better or worse. It's just a lot of people will claim that they can totally handle casual sex and they're totally about it, but they literally are not that person. They can't do it. Right. So that's what I'm saying is I've seen people that
try to be that type of person.
They try to be the guy that hooks up with a lot of girls, but they can't do that. Like they will fall in love immediately every time. And then they of course get divorced for the 27th time. And then they get married 2 months later to another girl they hooked up with off Tinder. Right. So it's just, if you're going to be that person, just don't be the person if you can't be the person. Right. So, and I don't really understand the perspective because I don't have the perspective. Right. So Sledge is like, I would fall in love with him. Not going to lie. Well, there you go. We got 12 minutes left, 150 to Nega Snake for the third time in a row. Don't forget. Shout out to Renee Galars, the top dog today. I appreciate you so much. I love you. And I appreciate you. Shout out to Art the Clown. Appreciate you. He's the only orange boy today for the Rainbow Night. I appreciate you, brother. We got a bunch of gold boys. Appreciate you. And we got 6 minutes left on the 20 gold boy goal. Make sure you all like the stream. Appreciate you. Robert Smith says, do you think you could take a black bear if you had 2 arrows and a compound bow? You never shot a bow, but you also have a tree stand, but it's not mounted. And the bear is 150 yards away. No, probably not. I would probably get eaten, I think.
Yeah, no. The precision needed to shoot a bear in the right spot.
No.
And it die quickly enough to not maul your ass.
I would be a dead ass person for sure. You know? Nothing I can do about that. Patrick Paris says negative snake fall. Yes, negative snake streak ended at 637. It was a 5.5 year streak. It ended last Monday. It just died. It died. And then I have people in my freaking group chat that's like, God, I can't believe it. I'm like, listen here, random guy in group chat. You haven't dropped a gold boy in like 4 years. You can't rely on one guy dropping $500 every stream, brother. You got to fucking pony up. Okay? Right? Stop being a fucking Mr. Krabs. Takes a village, brother. Takes a village. These motherfuckers don't understand. Richard understands. I have an Alabama question. If I have a date with my cousin at 9 p.m., but a hate rally at 11 p.m., where do I fit the time to do my vicious drinking?
In Alabama, the perfect first date idea is to take your cousin to a hate rally and get drunk. So like you can do all 3 at one time.
Bailey says Cody missed my paint boy. Billy, do you just like blink in and out of reality sometimes? It was literally the first thing I said when I launched the stream, you goober. He just blinks in and out. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you, brother. We love you, buddy. Hell yeah, brother. Bald eagle rage. Problem is, I don't have feelings for randoms to begin with, and if they don't get grippy, they don't got grippy socks. They don't got grippy box. Just
I don't know what the grippy socks are in this analogy.
Yeah, me neither, actually. You know, I completely agree with you. I've never like felt feelings for randoms. Never had that thing. Never had it. I would have dude friends from the gym that would be like hook up with another girl that week, and they're like, dude, I don't know, there's something different about her. I'm like, bro, you say that every time. You need to fucking stop. Like, dude,
her left labia is slightly larger than her right labia.
Yeah, and then I would
different.
I would end up meeting her, and it's like the most fucking milk toast boring girl, and I'm like, God, bro, like, I don't understand.
What's different about her is just that he was allowed to have sex.
Exactly, 100%, exactly. They mistake love for sex every single time. I'm like, bro, you need to get around.
Oh, the grippy socks is a psych ward reference. This makes sense.
I don't know what that means still. So
you want crazy women?
Oh, no, thank you. No. I would rather die. We got 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. It's raining. It's dick off up here. Well, hell yeah. It was raining earlier. Is it raining now here? That'd be cool. Get in the hot tub.
We had a wild thunderstorm, and I tried to go to sleep during it, but I ended up falling asleep after it, and I was kind of pissed.
Let's see. No rain at all. No rain at all.
There's going to be rain all day tomorrow and all day the next day and the next day.
Brad Pitt killed a bear with his pocket knife in Legends of the Fall. Well, that's
did it in
true.
a movie, so it must be real.
That's true. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, sir. Second best part of Young Washington was where he said, "The Humpty dance is your chance to hump, motherfuckers." I can't wait for that part.
Billy should watch, what is it, the Revenant?
Oh, the one where he fights the bear?
Well, no, the bear just fucks him up. He doesn't even fight the bear.
The bear does fuck him up. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't even get a punch in.
He does kill the bear at one point, yeah. And then he basically just gets wheeled back all broken into pieces to the town to survive.
I don't think he killed the bear.
He did kill the bear at the end. I thought he did. Sean says, I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the morning light. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you. Yeah, rip Bonnie Tyler. She died today or last night, which is sad. That's like one of the most epic songs of all time. It's like power metal before power metal became a thing. 8 minutes and won't talk about. Why would I talk about your copyright claims, Carlos? I am not your personal army, sir. What is that 4chan reference from 2004? Ain't your personal army,
Whisker
brother.
Throttle. It's like the most brutal movie scene of all time.
Come on, Carlos. The
And
hell?
it just keeps going. Like you think it's gonna be done, and then it just keeps going. You just keep seeing the bear fuck them up.
I made it to the Shrek 2 soundtrack. It won. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it was in the Shrek 2 soundtrack.
Oh, Bonnie Tyler. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Grippy socks and Looney Man. They gave me grippy socks at the VA. Are we crazy? Yes. Yes. Of course. Of course. Jeez. 5 minutes left. Damn, Naked Snake's gonna die again at 2. Fuck. Naked Snake's on life support. I need to make a little meme image of him sitting there on life support. we got to close like in the first 10 minutes. That was the greatest achievement. A little random, but I finally bought my barbell clamps because I got sick of tracking those ones at the gym.
Boo, you don't need them.
Oh, yeah, I don't need them. Shizzy says, incoming raid, brother. How you doing, brother? Thank you, man.
Hey.
So I don't use barbell clamps. Yeah. So
It was really funny too because I was doing bench press at my college gym one time, and I'm small and I wasn't very strong back then. And like the whole point is that you're supposed to be able to dump the weight off if something happens so that you can lift the bar up. And you can't do that if you have clamps on. So if you don't have someone with you, you don't have a spotter, you shouldn't have clamps on. But then they were like yelling at me to put clamps on. And I was like, well, I'm not going to do bench press then because I don't have a spotter.
yeah, so you use clamps if you have a spotter and you don't use clamps if you don't. That's the rule. Because if
sounds counterintuitive, but
you have to dump the weight. Like
yeah.
But then again, I've never used clamps ever. Even when I was benching 4 plates, I didn't use clamps. You know, so Shizzy Wizzy for the raid. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. He's raiding us close to the end. I love you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Toxic says if you don't have a spotter, it's better to use a machine. I've never used a spotter unless I'm maxing, and I mean maxing hard. So like when I think I've had I don't think I had a spotter for one of my 405 lifts, but when I do like 375, I've never used a spotter. Because I've never had an issue. Now, obviously, if your bicep went out, like if your pec ripped, you'd be fucked.
Yeah.
You'd be fucked, brother.
You have to dump the weight.
Yeah, you would just dump it because I don't use clamps. So, thank you, Shizzy. I hope you're doing well, brother. We love you. We appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna have the clamps on my nipples. Damn, brother. Damn, brother. Damn. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Fly White Girl on Kick, which was all the kicks and all the gifted subs today. I love you. I appreciate you. Got us 150 away from Naked Snake. Wrong. I've dumped 350 on my chest before benching by myself. I just roll the bar down. I must turn them to my hips. And oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
I just there was one time I was benching 4 plates without a spotter and I just dumped it. So I just leaned to the left and dumped 2 plates, leaned to the right, dumped 2 plates, and then pushed it back up. Super easy, casual. No one even like ran over or anything.
Yeah.
So I've never had an issue with that.
So a collarbone can only handle like 5 pounds of pressure. So if you really are not in control of the bar and it's resting on your chest and it tries to roll up or something, I'm just saying like it just makes more sense to dump it, in my opinion, than to try and roll it down your body.
French Psycho says bonjour for my waking friends. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, Shizzy, for the raid. Appreciate you, brothers. 148 until Naked Snake on the super chat train or the kick train or the rumble train. Appreciate you guys. But we're at the end here. We're closing in. I'm about to piss my pants, boys. I'm right there at the cusp. The cusp.
Richard bench pressed 10 buffet plates the other day.
Damn, brother. Rest in peace. Metro says, I just benched my weight for the first time this week. Beast. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, but it goes up fast. Like, once I got past 285, it skyrocketed to 405 in like a couple months. It was real quick. I don't do 405 anymore because I don't weigh enough. I think when I was doing 405, I weighed like 200, but I weigh like 180 now, and there's just no way. I can get 375 for like 1 now, but I'm old.
I feel like my plateau is my body weight.
Yeah. Well, no, you do more than your body weight. Don't you? 145?
Well, if it's 145, then yeah, but...
Oh, it's probably 135. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Amateur's based. Based amateur. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, man. Quartering benches, rotisserie chicken. Yeah. That offends me though. Like whenever I see extremely obese people that claim they're working out and they're not. They're like, yeah, I've been working out and trying to, get back into I'm like, you should stop. Don't even talk about that. Don't talk about it. All right. Yes, we can get off in a second. We're gonna get off in a second. You always sending me private chats. Well, it's fucking midnight, you fucker. I'm like, all right, you gotta get up. Yeah,
Tired.
but there's always like these people that are like 400 pounds are like, yeah, I'm like in the gym right now trying to like get back to like, and then like you scroll by 5 years and they're the same. And I'm like, you're not doing it. It actually doesn't take that long. If you're 300 pounds, let's just say you're 300 pounds and you're in the gym and you're on a cut diet, you will be 200 in like 8 months. It's that quick. It's just no one can do it for some reason. And I don't understand. I'll never understand. Like, just do it. It's not that big of a deal. But it's because people also want to include like cheat meals and shit. They like, and I'm like, you can't do that. You're not that person. You can only include cheat meals if you're heavily engrossed in like gym culture already and already in shape. You're not going to be able to include cheat meals if you're obese. Sorry, it's not how that works. As Patrick says, somebody split this 150 with me so we can get our boy to snack. Shit. Well, I'm about to piss my pants. So I appreciate you, Patrick Power. Oh my! Richard's like, please do 2 more hours. Shit, I die, brother. I die. I gotta go eat some chips and salsa and jump in the hot tub for a second. Yeah. Amateur says PDH's traps are popping.
I actually got Botox in my traps because they were really tight, and like almost immediately you could see a difference. And it's not like the muscle degrades that fast or whatever, but like they like went down half in size in like a couple days from just like relaxing.
Yeah, well, she used to stand like an undead from WoW. Like her posture is terrible, and as soon as she got Botox in her traps, she stands straight up.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
sometimes
crazy.
I still kind of hunch, but like it's not the same.
It's crazy. Speaking of crazy, Patrick Power with a $75 super chat.
Doobie doobie doo, 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 doobie doobie doo.
Thank you, Patrick Power. I gave him a doobie doo and a quack. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Mr. Patrick Power. He's coming in with the power.
Hey.
What power is that? Patrick Power.
Patrick Power. I
Reminds
just
me
think
of
of
the power.
it. Just makes me think of Patrick from SpongeBob.
You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Who do you do? Do what? Remind me of the babe.
Hate it.
What? How dare you? Thank you, Patrick. I love you. Appreciate you. Sean says, boys. That's all he said.
No, he said, let's go, boys. There's more.
Let's. There's not a go, though.
Oh, it's just let's, boys.
Let's. Sean. I'm getting to fucking 58 tonight. I'm excited. It's happening. Oh, there it is. Boys, let's go. Bees.
Hey, bees.
With the bees. Thank you, Sean.
You need
Appreciate
a bee noise for your soundboard.
I do. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense, actually. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Sean. Appreciate you, Patrick Power. I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for all your love.
The amateur, this chair is great. If you're like, it would be better if I was like 5'7". I'm 5'5". If I was 5'7", it'd be like an immaculate fit, but it's pretty great.
Thank you, Sean. I'm gonna go pee real quick, guys. I'm about to I'm about to bust. And then we'll be back. Get on it, doggone it. We're gonna leave you with PDH for just a second, and I'm gonna go pee.
I'm just gonna like stare at you guys awkwardly in silence.
I doubt it. I can barely stand up. Hey, Mel.
He can barely stand up, he said, because he has to pee so bad. His bladder is weighing him down. Bond villain in that chair, Cody or me? I guess mine looks very 70s. I kind of wish it didn't have this white on it. Like I wish it was just green. She hates Labyrinth. I don't really. But that song is kind of annoying. Something about it, like the fact that the entire song is miscommunication bothers me. I'm like, why can't they just understand each other? It's annoying. The white sets it off, yeah. Hairless snake for the Bond villain look. Aren't all snakes hairless? I have no choice but to read my socially awkward chats. Yes, Radiosphere, you'll get along. Actually, Mukata was at our house with her baby, of course, and we were talking about how, you know, bringing him around while we're having a lot of people over, like he's not going to be, you know, he's going to be a very social kid and he's going to learn how to not to be socially awkward. And I was like, well, you know, actually all of us are pretty socially awkward. So he'll be social, but he'll be awkward. Some snakes are named Chad.
That was wild. I pissed him off.
Yeah, Metro pun. I'm not Pippa. That was a whole thing.
That was wild. That was silly. All right, here we go. I feel much better now. 41 until the snook. 40 whole ones. Shout out to the boys. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Some snakes are named Chad. What snakes do we know they're named Chad?
We were talking about snakes being hairless. And then she said, well, some are named Chad.
Who's hairless that we know that's named Chad?
I don't know.
Well, damn. All right. I thought we were talking about some deeper lore. The deeper lore. Yes, yes. Holly says, Cody, you look extra pretty. I just got up and put my glasses. Oh, you fucker. I thought you were being nice to me. Thought somebody was finally being nice to me. No.
Never.
No, it never happens. Unfortunately, it never happens. Intermittent fasting and walking 10K steps a day can make a huge change. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. But again, like the issue is a lot of people, and it sucks because you can't really teach people, man, because they haven't lived it. But like people that are like really overweight, they'll read shit online, and the stuff they read are from like bodybuilder forums where people are already 13% body fat and they're in the gym every day and their metabolism is through the roof and they're on gear usually and they're on testosterone. And they're like, yeah, I'll have a cheat meal on Sunday. And it's not a big deal for them because their body's fucking built for it. Right. But like people that are 400 pounds will read that and they're like, oh, I can have a cheat day every Sunday. And then it usually leaks into Saturday. And then they'll never make progress because.
Yeah. If you're training self-discipline, which is what people that are extremely overweight are doing, they're training self-discipline with food. You don't get the same breaks if you're going to be successful. You need to like go full bore.
Yeah, if you're overweight, like if you're extremely overweight, you have to go all out.
Like if you're an alcoholic, you have to just go cold turkey. You have, well, you know, you can't go cold turkey, but you got to stop drinking. You can't say, well, I'm just going to drink on Saturdays. You're an alcoholic. You're going to end up drinking every day of the week, right? Like, but someone who is not an alcoholic, but maybe realizes they're drinking 3 times a week might say, okay, well, I'm only going to drink 1 time a week. And they can do that because they're already practiced in that self-discipline. Yeah. They don't have a problem.
Yeah. It's like, I can drink like once or twice a week because I only already drink once or twice a week. But people that drink like, let's say 24 Keystones every day for the last 20 years. Look, I had to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to do it.
Yeah. And that's the difference, right? Like, so like someone who is just a habitual drinker, like, are they an alcoholic or are they a habitual drinker?
Yeah. No, well, Sean's been doing real good.
Right.
Sean's he won't drink for like 4 days. That's good. Right. So thank you, Whisker Throttle. He did say he could not cut his hair though, which was sad. Right.
You should have let me style it. You know, Sean, you actually have curly hair and that's why it's all frizzy when you brush it and blow dry it.
Richard says, do you ever shit like Randy from South Park? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. 100%. Thank you, Richard. Whisker Throttle. Sydney herself says, glad you two were feeling better. Thank you, Whisker Throttle. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I was hungover after the 4th, obviously. Hot. Thank you, Whisker Throttle. Shout out to Whisker Throttle joining the Gold Boy Brigade today. 25 from the snake. 25.
Sean, I dare you. I dare you to look up curly girl method or like some other thing. And like basically you just get out, like when you're getting ready to get out of the shower, you dunk your hair in like water that has conditioner mixed in. Like you just kind of like leave some conditioner in your hair basically. And then you comb it with a wide tooth comb and then you just let it air dry without sleeping on it. I dare you to do that and then show me a picture.
I just have to say Swampy's picture. What the fuck?
Oh
He
my
says,
God.
I have epilepsy when I drink, mixing with Klonopin. It's a recipe for me blacking out and waking up with shit in my pants.
Oh, damn.
Damn, brother. Damn, brother. It's wild. Oh, my God. Now, I was telling Sean he needs to cut his hair short, fucking slick it back a little bit and cut his beard. I think he'd look good.
No, dude, like, listen, guys with curly hair, you got to think back to like back in the day. Men with curly hair were the ones that were like the pompadours that conquered lands.
Yes. Yes.
Curly hair on a guy is good.
Yeah, Sean's just a bitch, is all. That's what it is. That's what it is, boys. Sean's just a bitch. Shout out to Whiskey. Appreciate you. I never did drugs, but I can tell you selling them can get you just as much trouble. Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure, man. Celts, Vikings, Warriors. Yeah. That's how it works. All right, boys. It's like fucking midnight 11. It's midnight 11. Are you still wanting to get in the hot tub for a minute?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm past that. It's too late.
That sucks. Well, I'm going to go do it. I want to take my spaghetti in the hot tub.
Do it.
To go in the hot tub. Oh, yeah. I have curly hair down to my mid back, leaving conditioner is where it's at. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never been a long hair guy. I had long hair when I was a teenager, and then I cut it one time, and I was done with it forever. I was like, I like this too much. It takes 30 seconds to wash my hair and like blow dry it, and I don't even have to do anything. I just push it back. And then beards are the same way. I had a giant beard like 3 years ago, and it was all right. It was huge though. And I remember shaving it and walking outside to go to the gym, and the wind blew and I felt it on my face. And I remember thinking in that exact moment, I was like, I will never have a beard again. Like, because it
just
felt
feels so good.
It felt like, I don't know, like
being stroked by angel wings.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like you're part of the world, you know, by like feeling that breeze. And when I had the beard, that was gone. There was none of that.
Yeah.
So like from then on out, it was over. I was like, yeah, I'll never have a beard again, because I really like that feeling of just the wind in my face, you know.
Richard over here edging you.
He's edging. Oh, look at him. He's fucking trolling. Richard just always is trolling. He's always trolling, this motherfucker. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you, brother. For the orange boy, shout out to my boy. He's always trolling. That's why I love him, because he literally always trolls forever. He's like, yeah, I'll get you. I'm gonna do close, but not the rest.
There's Billy.
There's always Billy. Billy's like, yeah, brother, I usually go to bed at 7. It's like a normal sleep schedule. Billy, listen, you will text me at 2 a.m. I can't sleep. And I'm like, yeah, no shit.
All right, release me from my mortal coil.
That's what it says in Bloodborne when you die. Thank you, Richard. I love you. I appreciate you, Richard. Shout out to Richard for being the GOAT. Thank you. Him, Sean, Patrick, Daniel, Whiskey Throttle, Richard, Billy, Snake. He just said Snake. Snake has increased to number 3 tonight. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. All of my love. You owe me Oreos.
Junebug may cry. Do you drink caffeine after noon? If I drink caffeine after noon, it causes problems.
I stopped drinking all caffeine.
The half-life of caffeine is wild. It is so long.
I drink half a pre-workout now. So I don't drink any Monsters, although I had a Monster the other day, like 3 days ago or 2 days ago, to test the waters. But no, I drink a pre-workout for my gym, and I drink half of it and throw it away. I try to give it to Mike, but he's like, no, No, I won't do it. And I'm like, bro, it's fine. Did
He has
Sean
to
drink
wake up
it?
at 5 a.m. and has caffeine in it. So I
Yeah.
understand why he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I know Sean will drink. I gave it to Sean the other day.
You can just save the other half for the next time you're at the gym, the very next day. Like, why do you do this?
That is true. Never thought about it. Thank you, Michael OP. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Michael OP TB coming in strong. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Hell yeah.
Yeah, amateur and so like after you drink caffeine, there's a period of time where you actually get tired before it makes you not tired. And there's such thing as a caffeine nap. And if you go to sleep in that period where caffeine initially kind of like makes you drag a little bit, it's like a 20-minute window. If you fall asleep, apparently the sleep you get from a caffeine nap is really great.
Interesting. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Don't forget, boys, for the next month until the end of the month, I will be doing a membership goal for 250 members. And if we hit it before the end of the month, we will do a member gaming stream with like Halo 2 or Halo 3, probably Halo Reach or something, with all the tier 2 and 3 members. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Hot diggity dog. All right. I'm going to do that. You can leave now. You're free.
Goodbye.
You're free. All right. Get on it, dog on it. All right. Go on. Go on. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, boys. And we are going to, all right, I'm going to do neck and snake. Hell yeah, brother. What did we hit the gold boy goal? No, it was 4 out of 20, Mr. Sean. 4 out of 20. 420. Boost. Stripper dollars. Thank you, Chai T. Appreciate you. We love you. We appreciate you. We will resurrect the hot tub goal, of course, tomorrow, even though PDH won't be here. She might be here at the end, actually. Yeah, so that might work out. So thank you. Appreciate you. Because she has to do a dinner with her work peeps tomorrow. So, which is gay. Like, if I had peeps at work and they're like, let's go get dinner, I'd be like, no, absolutely not. I ain't getting paid. Yeah, I'll feed them, of course. I'm going to go down and get some spaghetti and I'll feed them. No, I will not be sharing his ass. Like the stream, boys. Leave him alone. Leave the boy alone. Leave him alone. All right, boys, let's do Naked Snake for the 3rd time in a row. Appreciate you guys so much. I love you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Maybe you've got a goddamn job. Sean, listen. All right? Listen, Sean. Listen, stop. Stop your shit. I'll be back tomorrow, probably around 6 p.m. For a earlier show, slightly earlier. And get off at 9-ish. So, because I'm going to go see Young Washington. And then Saturday will be normal. Radiosphere says I have to spend 8 hours a day, you fuckers. I want to have dinner with you. That's what I'm saying, brother. But, you know, PDH is in like this professional environment, right? And they keep doing like these team building things where they go out. Like they'll have a lunch somewhere on like a Thursday or a lunch on a Tuesday with like these people that are, you know, either under or like lead engineer people. And I'm like, bro, that sounds terrible. I would not be doing anything outside my purview where I'm not getting paid at all. I'm like, no, I'm not showing up. Sorry. It's not how I roll, brother. No. Y'all ready for Naked Snake? It's that time, boys. One more time. Free lunch is paid. It's not like that. They just go to like dinner or lunch. It's not paid for by the company. They just go as people. That's what I'm saying. Here we go, boys. Like the stro. Hit that like button, Chai T. We love you for the stripper dollars. Shout out to Chai T for the stripper dollars every time.
With darkness and silence through the night. What of me? I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so
there be nobody else. Cry, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday we'll go through the rain. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive. For the day we see no here's my life, not for longer, but for you.
Shout out to Renee and Patrick. We love you.
In our time, there be nobody else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Snake eater.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support. Oh my God. Hell yeah, boys. Once more, the Nega Snake has hit the stream. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Appreciate you. Get the hell on it. Doggone it. Thank you for always hanging out with your boy, always supporting your boy. Shout out to PDH for hanging out. I really appreciate that. Shout out to everybody else. I love you. Shout out to Patrick Power for the 75. I appreciate you, brother. Billy as well. Love you, buddy. And Renee Galarza, the top dog today at 100. Shout out to our boy. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys are goated. Shout out to Patrick Power. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna keep the hot tub goal up on the stream until we start jumping on it. It's gonna be fun. So we're real happy to have it. It's been a lot of fun. PDH has been saving up for like 2 years for it, so she finally got it. So thank God for that. Shout out to all the boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to Patrick. Shout out to Renee. Shout out to Billy. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to everybody. Art, I love all you boys. Whiskey Throttle. Appreciate you guys for being so goated. We're gonna raid Karis because he's my boy. Give Karis some love in the chat. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hail to the yeah.